Cheers, bud.
Cheers, bud.
To a new year.
To new year. Drinking Jacob's specialty drink. What's this called?
Honey D.
Honey D.
It's Jim Beam Honey, and it's Sunny D. And it's not bad.
It's better than regular Jim Beam Honey.
Sure is.
Is it better than Sunny D? Nah.
No. But that's okay. So we're not going to beat that today.
But new year, new us.
Speaking of new me, so for Christmas, I got a gift and I don't like what it's doing to me.
What?
Izzy got me one of those guns that shoots salt.
Yeah, I
And
don't like it either.
It's to kill flies.
She gave you a gateway drug. It's giving you a type of power.
I'm like putting them down, and it kind of bums me out because like
it's for killing flies.
I know. It's just like when I'm in there and like there's like I see like 4 flies and I'm just like
yeah, and you're starting to threaten us with it.
I don't know. Well, I mean, yeah, you got it. It's a gun.
Yeah, I feel like it's a gateway drug. Now and you're gonna come over and you're gonna have a real gun. And we're like, I like putting them down. I like that because you're such a power ego fucking hurry.
That's fair. Yeah. But
Jesus Christ.
So something that like fucked me up about it is like I shot a fly with it and then the fly fell, but then started crawling away. And then I just felt I could like see myself being this like 200-foot tall creature, just like walking up to me like, oh, sorry, bud. Because they're tiny, so they hear in slow-mo, I think.
Oh, okay, that's how it works.
Or I think our voice, I have a powerful voice because it's deep to them.
Oh, it's slow motion.
So I'm just like, sorry, bud. And
in slow motion, so they see the salt coming at them, and they're like, "Oh no!"
And it just makes me think, like, if humans ever reach to a point where gods walk among us, I hope they're more gentle than us.
They won't be.
But like, do you ever think about that,
dude? We as a human species, I don't just go out and kill animals.
That's
for fun.
That's true, but like.
I mean, we do use the meat and shit, or some people. But
yeah, for me, I'm just thinking on a level to
a lot of people's identity is I'm a hunter.
That's true. I just think about like when we kill like a bug and it's just like, oh, it was just in our space.
I guess like especially when I was a kid, I did a lot. When I was like outside in the summertime,
I've really tried
just stomping on ants.
Yeah, I've really tried to like pay attention to like, I don't need to kill a bug, especially outside.
But it does, but sometimes you're just like, fuck you, I'm in charge.
I try not to be anymore though.
But now you're fucking shooting flies with a gun.
That's at least like flies are gross and in the house. Like a bug on the sidewalk, that's where they should be too.
Yeah. But also as a 200-foot god.
Right, yeah.
You go, hey, I'm going to let you live this time.
Yeah, and then they just continue on their day. But like, there's creatures that live only like a couple days out of the year, and like we still find a way to kill them. That's insane.
We go, you're annoying me.
Like a full lifespan to them, and like we like just woke up that day, and that's all we got done versus what they're doing. It's wild.
Dead, dude.
I'm saying like what bugs are like doing in our home. Like they have
missions.
Like it's not even like that. This is also their home. This is their planet.
Okay.
And like I'm just wiping them out from it.
We're also on the planet.
No, I'm saying but the house though.
Oh, okay, yeah.
No, like to them, like our room is as big as a planet. Like it's insane.
So we're 200 feet, but a room is a planet?
Well, not a planet, but like it's all they experience.
I'm trying to just visualize. Damn, that's a big fucking room.
But like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Like to a fly that were like, or even like house spiders.
Flies, but they get their distance. They move fast.
That is true. That is wild.
If you're a slug.
Yeah, that's a rough life.
Yeah, people just cut you in half.
Do they?
I don't know, like worms, isn't that what people did? They would just like
worms
cut
and
them.
slugs are different.
Yeah, you just cut them in half and then they go, huh, it's still alive.
Yeah, and then like there's 2 of them now and they don't feel pain and we don't know that.
But then you just keep doing it because it's like, oh, it's still moving.
That's interesting.
And you've turned it into 8 worms.
But like that can't be 8 consciousness,
No,
right?
it's not. It's just, I think it's just literally your body. Like when you cut a chicken's head off, it still moves around.
Well, no, I think the worm still like does stuff though. I think it keeps doing things, but like all it does is eat dirt and shit dirt. Like, I mean, I guess they have to mate at one point.
Yeah, that's how you make more worms.
Yeah.
But it doesn't make them any less valuable than us.
I mean, I'd say like one worm is less valuable, but as a whole, probably worms are way more important. That's what keeps soil enriched.
He's getting power. I think, who did Izzy get that for you? Mm-hmm. She should have known better.
I don't know.
Because now you're starting to shoot us.
Well, no, because now I'm really thinking about what kind of damage it does.
No, you're not. You're enjoying the damage.
I am enjoying killing the flies. I hate flies.
And you're spinning it, and you're cocking it, and you're aiming it at us.
Well, it's a gun. I haven't shot anybody yet.
No, but you keep going,
To be fair, I do it to myself, too.
Yeah, he puts it in his mouth. Yeah. But it's a salt gun.
Yeah.
So it'd be great for
It's a
tequila shots.
Assault rifle.
Assault rifle. Is that what it's called?
I don't think so. I think they get in trouble for that.
Why? If you put spaces, they can't get in trouble.
Assault rifle. That's exactly
rifle.
what it is.
It's a assault rifle.
It has to
That's
be called
hilarious.
that, right? We might just be really dumb and it's called that.
Part of me is like, man, we're geniuses. Another part of me is like, oh, people have made that joke so many times.
They have to have. But like, yeah,
but I love it.
It's thrown me off. Just like, I feel like kind of like the killer from No Country to Old Men.
Oh shit!
Where it's just like
one of the best bad guys.
Where it's just lifeless. He's just like, well,
you spill your drink when you did that.
I don't think so.
Oh, I thought I saw a little. Dude, No Country to Old Men.
That's a good one.
That's a good movie.
Yeah.
That killer though, he probably started with a assault gun.
Maybe. No, I think he started with like a small knife and a rabbit or a cat.
That's
what they really do.
That's
is kill cats.
That's how serial killers start.
He's a serial killer in the movie.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah.
But I thought like real.
Yeah.
That movie's not real.
No, that's true. You're right on that.
But like, I'm pretty sure. Like,
yeah.
I think I watched like a Ted Bundy documentary, and like when he was a kid, he like kill rabbits.
They say traumatic injury, bedwetting into like I don't know how late they say.
We're talking about that at work.
Yeah.
I've never.
No, that's different.
Oh,
we're
true.
talking about wet dreams.
Yeah, I've never had a wet dream.
Yeah, but you've wet the bed, right?
I don't think so.
I mean, you literally have to as a child.
Maybe when I was like a kid, I don't remember.
Because I did like later on, like I did like sixth grade, like
late,
kindergarten.
A little too late.
Yeah, I was later on that, like probably like first or second grade. It would still happen sometimes.
Yikes.
The chiropractor helped with it.
What?
It said like
You're
that.
like a pinched nerve?
Yeah, something like that. That's what he claims, and it helped.
So he must have also cracked the wet dream one?
Maybe. No, I've never had a wet dream.
Yeah, that's why you never got one, because he cracked it before you got to it.
He's like, he doesn't need this. He'll be too powerful.
Let's pop his head. Let's give him an assault gun, an assault rifle.
And just ship him out into the world.
So how does the gun work? So it's just a bunch of salt pellets, but like, is it?
No, it's not pellets. It is literally salt. You pour salt into this thing.
like from like a salt shaker?
Yeah.
Whoa.
So it's just like salt.
Okay, so it's not like custom bullets.
No. It is you just pour salt in this thing, and then when you cock it, something lifts up, and I'm guessing it like captures
And
a
it's
little
just
bit.
air?
And yeah, it gets enough air and just
Okay, so it probably wouldn't hurt.
it stings.
I am curious now because of like the sound is loud.
You want to shoot each other with it real quick?
I guess for the
All right.
pod.
Yeah, we'll be right back.
We're gonna do it on the pod?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
How do we want to do this? Do you
Okay,
want me to
Jake-
just like
Jacob just walked up with the gun, and it's. The gun is huge.
it's fine.
That's the size
You're
of your
not holding it.
forearm. You're shooting me first?
Yeah. I have the gun, so yeah.
What's the best place to get shot?
I was planning on just shooting you in the belly.
Not in the belly. I'm thinking like the leg.
Through the jeans.
Yeah.
All right.
For the back of my calf. For people watching at home.
That's lame, but all right.
It might hurt.
It might.
I think that's the safest place.
All right, let's find out.
All right. For people watching at home, you can actually see us. I'm just going to listen. Ouch. Just kidding. I didn't feel it at all. Actually, Did
you actually not feel it at
No,
all?
I didn't feel it at all, to be honest.
All right, sit down. I'm going to shoot you in the belly.
That's not fair. You don't get to shoot me twice. Yeah, just like it hits me and evaporates. Like I don't feel it at all.
Interesting.
Check it out, dude. Sit down.
If this hurts,
If this hurts, I'm a great bluffer. How do you do this?
you cock it. All right, you shoot me. You were so close.
See how close you were.
I was right there.
Dude, I promise you, it doesn't. You don't feel. See how scary it is when you hold it? It's terrifying.
All right.
Dude.
I just don't want to salt my eye either.
No, dude. It literally. I'm gonna count down. You ready?
Okay. Oh, I didn't feel
Yeah,
that
dude.
at
It's
all.
nothing. The salt evaporates as soon as you shoot it.
All right, interesting.
But it's so scary when it's pointed at you.
You're just like, oh shit, that kills something.
Even like when you put a Nerf gun at me, I'm like, oh, that's scary.
You still have to calculate. Yeah.
But that's why that kills flies because it just. But I think it dehydrates them or gets their wings.
no, it
or,
still hits them. Like it's salt hitting them.
That's true. But I now have salt specks on me. Weird. Yeah, I thought it would at least have like some impact.
Do not shoot and face your eyes. All right, so
Well,
we can do
salt.
that. Yeah, that is something. I've had it bounce off walls and hit me in the eye. I do not
But that's
see
wild that
assault rifle written on it.
But it is wild that it's just regular table salt that you pour in.
And also, we use like the grained one, so maybe it doesn't work as well.
But you're using like craft salt.
Yeah, I don't know if it's built for that though.
It might not be built for it, but it still flies.
Yeah.
Damn. What a way to start 2025.
Yeah, getting shots.
Jacob's becoming a gun nut. We're gonna slowly upgrade throughout the year, shooting each other.
Yeah. Until it's just a low caliber rifle.
One of us dies. Be like, shit.
We went too far.
Yeah, we pushed a bit too far. But we like pushing things too far here.
Yeah.
Let's get into it. Let's get moist. Happy 2025, everybody. Welcome back to the Moist Monday podcast. Happy 2025, the first Monday of 2025.
We made it.
We fucking did it. How you guys feeling?
Like what, 52 to go or something like that? That's wild.
2025 seems like a crazy year.
It seems like it never was supposed to go this far.
It seems like it never, well, we'll see if it lasts.
Yeah, if we finish 2025.
But also think about in 52 weeks, we're going to be like, oh, it's 2026.
Yeah.
2026. When it's like 2029, God damn it, dude.
They're all horrible numbers.
Once we got to 2020, it became horrible. Like 2013, that's fun. 2011, that's fun. 2007, that's sick.
2001.
I mean, it was fun for the first 9 months.
Yeah.
And then it
took a real downhill.
Thanks a lot, Bin Laden.
Yeah.
But it's 2025. Hopefully you guys are having a great start to your new year. Hopefully you're kicking it off right. I have a little antidote to start this episode or to get into the episode. So we're filming this and it's still the holiday season, it's almost New Year's.
That horrible week.
Dude, it's just, especially this year because it's like Christmas on a Wednesday, New Year's Eve is on a Tuesday, so it just sucks.
Tomorrow.
And everybody's in like limbo. Yeah, tomorrow is New Year's Eve when we're filming this, so like it just fucking feels weird. Yeah. But I've been like staying at my parents.
We'll be doing this tomorrow, basically.
Yeah, we will.
Probably shooting each other with a salt gun.
I got a fucking little bruise on my arm. But I've been staying at my parents' house for like the past week because my sisters are in town, but everybody left.
Yeah, and you're just still at the parents' house.
So I'm still there because I'm watching the cat, but then one of my sisters came back, which is nice. So it's just me and my sister. And I've been doing some editing, trying to get caught up on stuff because I took like a couple of days off. And so I need like background noise when I edit. So I've been watching Trailer Park Boys again.
Sure.
Which I love that show.
I've never actually really watched it.
Trailer Park Boys, it's so stupid, but it's a great background noise because it's like the same, like do the same shit every season. They grow dope and trying to sell it to make money, and then the season ends with them going to jail. That's every season.
Okay,
but there's obviously more in between, but that's what
basically is all that happens.
And it's just it's so stupid. It's Canadian Trailer Park Boys.
Sure.
But I was watching it yesterday before one of my sisters went to New York City, and so I had it on, and she had never seen it before, and she was like, "What is this?" And I was like, "Oh, it's Trailer Park Boys." She's like, "What?" And I was like, "Oh, it's Trailer Park Boys. You've never seen it?" And she's like, "No."
Because I'm at least aware of
it. Yeah, she wasn't aware of it.
I think I've seen like the first 2 episodes.
And this is like middle of the day, so it's not like she was like out of her mind or drunk or high or anything.
Sure.
She goes to me and she goes, "Is it real?" And I go, "Excuse me?"
Oh, no.
I go, "Excuse me?" And she goes, "Is it real?" And I go, "What do you mean, is it real?" And she goes, "Is it like a reality TV show?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "No." You think there's just a camera crew following a trailer park around?
Yeah, these guys.
You think these guys go to jail every year?
And you've never heard of it?
I was like, "No, the main guys who wrote and created the show." And she goes, "Oh." She like thought it was real.
Do you know who else, or another show I've had somebody ask me about that is Reno 911, which if you've only seen the name and like a photo, like a waist up photo, you could ask
because
that.
Also it was popular during Cops, and Cops is real. So, but also it's like if you see one episode, you got to be like, "This is not real," because it's just so stupid.
Yeah.
So that happened, and then the next day, my other sister came back, and so I have 2 sisters.
Yeah.
So my older sister came back, and I was watching it while she was sleeping on the couch.
How many sisters do you have total?
3 sisters total.
Just 3. Okay.
Yeah. 2 on my mom's side, 1 on my dad's side. But so she was sleeping on the couch, and I was like, "Hey, do you mind if I put on TV while I edit?" And she's like, "No, whatever," because she was snoring. So I was watching Trailer Park Boys, and then she
You're just editing to her snores.
Yeah, and Trailer Park Boys. Yeah. But like, so I was watching it, and she woke up, and she's like, half awake, kind of watching it and whatever. And at first, she goes, "What is this?" She had never seen it as well, and she also didn't know about it. And I was like, "Oh, it's Trailer Park Boys," and she's like, "This is so dumb." And I'm like, "Yeah, it's a really stupid show." And we like kept watching it, because I edited it for a couple hours today, so I probably went through like 2 seasons.
Sure.
But then she like, you could tell from first impression she hated it.
Yeah.
But then I kept just hearing, like I kept hearing her laugh from the couch, even though I'm like editing, so I'm not paying attention.
She's like half awake.
But she's like, so then she started liking it.
Sure.
And I was like, and she just kept going, "This show's so stupid." And I'm like, "Yeah, but it's funny."
It's better than asking, "Is it real?"
Yeah, dude. My first sister asked, "Is it real?" And
no, it's not.
She's 24 years old. It's not like she's in junior high.
Sure.
She's at 24, I think 24, 23. It's like she's an adult. She lives on her own.
Yeah.
She has her own, like, and she
pays bills.
She thought the show was real.
Is it shot like a documentary?
I mean, it's shot. They have like a film crew, so it's kind of like,
okay.
It's kind of like The Office in a way.
Sure.
Because they do like the zooms, and then there is talking heads.
Okay.
Where they're like talking about,
So
like,
I've never even watched enough to know that.
Trailer Park Boys is so good, but it is so stupid.
Sure.
I will say the first season, I'm in like season 6 and 7 right now, and now it's just like pure Trailer Park Boys. Because it's just like, they're like, how do we get money? Oh, we got to rip an ATM out of a convenience store.
Because anytime someone's like, well, you got to watch a season to get into it, I'm out.
Well, there's also like 14 seasons.
Jesus. Also, when someone recommends a show like that, I'm out.
But it's a great background show. I've seen it through so many times.
Sure.
But it is wild, like later on, because it was just a Showcase original, which is like a Canadian television, because they're from Canada. But then it got canceled. And then Netflix, I think, picked it up and made a few seasons.
Okay.
So it got like a cult following. And what's wild is there's a later season that stars Snoop Dogg.
Oh.
Like it has like major fucking actors in it. The guy, I think there's a guy from Rush in it because it's a Canadian show. Like it's like, dude, it had a huge following.
I mean, I've always heard of it.
I think it's so funny, but I know what I'm getting into. Like,
so Canada's made that. Schitt's Creek, and what's the other Canadian show?
Justin Bieber?
No, the other big show.
Oh, Schitt's Creek is also Canadian. Oh, what is the other show? I don't know.
It's the other one that you and I do not watch, but people who like Trailer Park Boys also. Letterkenny.
Oh, Letterkenny. I love Letterkenny.
You watch that.
I love Letterkenny. Okay. Yeah, I always forget that's Canada. That show is really smart.
Because I can't watch that one either, because that's one where people are like, well, you have to give it a while.
Well, I hated it for a while because it was always, I'd see it on in the background when other people were watching it, and it's too fast.
People just talking, saying lines.
But also when you like, it is so well scripted because it's every line, like you're talking really fast.
It's a joke every time.
It's like but it's not even a joke. It's just alliteration. Like they do a lot of like cool alliteration things in Letterkenny. Ooh, Jacob opening some fucking champagne. The start of 2025 and the start of our New Year's Eve. We're gonna celebrate New Year's tomorrow. I haven't had champagne in a while. Oh, we got a pop. Hell yeah, brother. What are your thoughts and feelings about champagne?
On its own, I'm not a fan. Like, this is fine. I'll drink
it's also wild how bubbly it is.
I know.
And then it's like, oh, there's not much even poured.
I like mimosas a lot. I
love mimosas.
That's the only morning drink I enjoy.
Champagne. Well, because also I'm not a Bloody Mary guy.
No, I guess I would enjoy like Bailey's and coffee or something.
Yeah,
like
like an Irish coffee.
Yeah, like that wouldn't be.
My stepdad's really into those, so I had a bunch of those over Christmas.
Nice.
So he literally goes. I think my stepdad was drunk like before like some people were even awake on Christmas.
What a way to be.
Yeah, but like.
Also, you guys do a long Christmas.
Yeah, we didn't open presents till 9 p.m.
Yeah, you texted me when you were like, it's 7:30 and we haven't done anything.
Also, real quick, like they didn't even do gifts this year.
That does suck.
Like
I get when the kids grow up.
They did give us money.
Yeah.
And that is like, I'm like, oh, sweet cash.
Yeah.
But it's like, man, at least like give us like a Lego set or like something like at least
bare minimum we get PJ.
It was literally just all of us got a card.
Yeah, that sucks.
And it's like we waited till 9 p.m. for this.
Well, let me rip paper. Let me do something. Yeah.
It's like they don't know who we are.
I mean, they don't.
They don't.
They really, truly do not.
But that was kind of annoying. But you know, also, by the time we opened presents, I was fucking hammered.
Sure. But also, like, you're the least favorite of your family.
Yeah.
And they've always shown that with gifts. When they give money, do you get the same amount?
Yeah, we get the same amount. So now we evened out because we're all adults.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's
it was
kind
like
of fun.
2 years ago where everyone got gifts and you got a shirt.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's. I think a few years ago I was getting old gifts that I was supposed to get years ago that he found in the cupboard.
That happened this week, didn't it? It was a PS2 game and an Xbox game.
Oh yes, my mom. I had to work and I came back and sitting on top of like my clothes was a PS2 and an Xbox game, and I was like, "What the hell is this?" And she goes, "Oh, I found this in the cupboard," and I was like, "Oh, so you're giving it to me?" And she's like, "Yeah, I thought you would like him." And I was like, "Oh, cool. I remember the PS2 game. It was Midway Classics Volume 2, which is fantastic."
Yeah, that's a good one.
But then there was an Xbox game, and we never owned an original Xbox.
So they bought it because they didn't care.
We had a 360, so I talked to my sister, and she's like, "Oh, we probably bought that because we thought it worked for the 360." And I was like,
I didn't.
"Oh, but then no one." So then it was just no one got it.
It was in a cupboard.
It was Ninja Gaiden Black, which is a great Ninja Gaiden.
Ninja Gaiden games are good.
Yeah, but then Black is a pretty good version of it. But I'm like, what the fuck? And she's like, just found it in the cupboard, and then
Wait, they moved within the past few years.
yeah,
How did it end up back in a cupboard?
I don't know. They have, dude,
So
they're in a
many
bigger
cupboards.
house, but they have so much fucking shit.
That's wild.
Like, dude, they have like. There's like a bedroom in the basement that's supposed to be a bedroom that is just storage. I went in there today because that's where they keep like
Are
their
they
back.
at least like tote people?
No,
Fuck.
it's just like loose shit.
Oh
They're
my
the kind of
God.
hoarders.
That's horrible.
Like I went in to the storage room because that's where they keep their extra beer. So I get some beer from this episode, and there's like a clothing rack, like
Sure.
it's on wheels.
Yeah.
With just the entire rack is just old Halloween costumes from like children's Halloween costumes.
Why? Okay.
That takes up.
Didn't you make your own?
Most of them are not mine.
Yeah.
But it's like, why do they have that? Donate that to fucking kids in need or throw it away.
Halloween costumes are a weird thing to keep because we had a box with ours.
I think my mom's like maybe like, well, maybe for grandkids.
Want to dress up as Michael Jackson.
No one's gonna want to dress
in
up
20 years.
as the Frozen lady.
That's true.
No one's gonna know what that like because it's like pop culture outfits.
Wait, why were any of your? There's no way there's a Frozen outfit in there.
Yeah, my sister loved Frozen.
How old was she?
I mean, Frozen came out 10 years ago, so 12.
Oh, was it really? Fuck.
I don't know if Frozen came out because there's a second one.
Yeah.
And I just watched it for the first time in 2024.
Pretty good.
It's actually pretty good.
Frozen
The
movies-
second is pretty good too.
Yeah, the Frozen movies are actually fantastic.
I love Kristen Bell. She's fantastic.
Fair. But yeah, God, I always forget how like younger people are.
Yeah.
That like
because all of my siblings.
like once everybody is in their like mid 20s, I expected all to like kind of catch up. But no, like 10 years ago,
we're
you
getting
were
older. But
children.
also, what's so wild is I'm a 90s kid. I was born in 94. All of my siblings on my mom's side, the oldest was born in 2000, and the youngest was born in 2004. So half of my siblings were born
Post-Towers.
post-Towers.
That's
half of them were
wild,
born
yeah. PT.
post-Towers.
Yeah.
And that's why she's like, oh, is Trailer Park Boys real?
Yeah, or like what?
Because she doesn't know drama.
And they're like, yeah, Building 7's fine, right?
Yeah,
No,
they don't get it.
we don't know what happened to Building 7.
It disappeared.
No,
I don't know anything about Building 7, to be honest.
I don't really either. I just know they say that. I think it also
The Pentagon,
collapsed.
a plane hit.
Dude, a plane hit the fucking Pentagon.
I don't know why this made me think of it, but a
What?
few days ago I watched the first Transformers.
Okay.
Dude,
Yeah.
pretty good. Pretty good. Because it came out when we were in like junior high.
The real question is, how old is what's her name?
Megan Fox.
How old is Megan Fox at filming that? Because that sucks. She
Shia
probably-
LaBeouf looked young as hell. What's wild is when I watched it, they both are playing high schoolers.
Yes. No, so that's probably why I haven't watched it since I was a high schooler, because I remember Megan Fox and that being the hottest
She's
person
so
alive.
hot. But I guarantee
But
she
now-
wasn't. I guarantee she wasn't in high school when they filmed it. Hopefully.
Sure. Yeah.
Hopefully.
No, she was. She's
had to be
older
like-
than us.
Yeah, she had to be at least 20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's the issue with watching old shit.
Shia LaBeouf looked young as
Is when
hell.
they're like, look at this hot young girl, and you're like, I don't want to anymore.
Yeah,
That's why I
quit.
can't watch Euphoria, because it's like teenagers fucking.
Yeah, and you're like,
stop.
God, if I was in high school, I would have loved this.
Yeah.
But now I'm like, feel gross watching
Yeah.
it. Because I'm like, it is hot, but I don't want it to be.
Well, because they're all 30 in it.
Yeah, that's the weird
But
part.
then they're late for statistics, and I don't want that.
I saw a thing recently. They like Hannah Montana, like the older brother, in that show.
Yeah, he was like 34.
He was
when
like
they started filming that.
34
Yeah.
playing Hannah Montana's brother.
Yeah.
And so he's like 16 in the show. Like,
Yeah.
and he looked like that?
Yeah.
What the
No,
fuck?
and he looks older now, but yeah, I knew that back then.
Dude,
it was always a
that
weird
blows my
thing.
mind.
Yeah.
Dude, it's so, but Transformers was really good. The visual effects were sick as fuck.
I mean,
like the way the robots and everything changed and like the cars and
I
stuff.
remember that one being great. The first three are fantastic.
It was so good. I will say it was a little too long. It was
Okay.
2.5 hours.
Yeah, for robots to be punching each other.
Well, there's just so much plot that happens.
Well, and then
because it's about the military and
Yeah.
Qatar, but also
Dude,
with
fucking
Tyrese Gibson.
yeah.
Gibbs is in it. Yeah,
I
'cause
knew
that's
he
the-
was in that.
The cast is fucking wild. One of the bad guys that works for Sector 7, which is like the secret government agency that deals with Transformers, is like a weird famous guy. I don't know what his name is, but like,
who?
I don't know what his name is, but he's like kind of a bad guy in the movie, but because he's like trying to punish Shia LaBeouf. The movie was great. I don't know. I had fun with it.
I think Michael Bay did too.
Yeah, it is a Michael Bay film.
Yeah, do you remember when they were like really trying? I guess like Barbie took off, but like they were. I mean, and Transformers, there's like 8 of them.
Well, yeah, Transformers became a massive like. So I think I've seen the first 3, but then there's like.
There's 2 or 3 Mark Wahlberg ones.
Yeah, and then
Bumblebee had his own
Bumblebee
one.
has its own thing, and then I think there's like another one.
There's
still.
an animated one. I think there is another one too.
Well, Transformers had its own cartoon.
Well, no, like an animated one that came out a year ago. Yeah.
Like I think the cartoon was pretty decent. I never watched it, but
I just remember Transformers were the coolest action figures because they'd actually transform.
yeah, and it was sick as fuck because you could have a race car, and then a fucking fighting guy,
and then just a cool robot.
But some of the fight scenes were so sick.
Yeah.
And like even because the movie came out like we were in junior high, like even watching it now, I'm like this still looks good. Because sometimes those movies like it's like you can tell it's dated, like the visual effects. But I was like, damn, some of these shots are sick as fuck.
I mean, like visual effects have kind of gone downhill recently. It feels like.
Yeah, because we're getting to a point, same in video games, where there's not much improvement every year because we've already done the leaps and bounds of visual effects.
Because I feel like the improvements will be a different media from here on out. It's going to be like VR or AR, like where
which is cool.
Kind of, but like I don't really want to sit down and watch 2 hours of that kind of movie.
No, I don't want to do that. I don't.
But also, like movies have only changed so much in the past 100 years. I mean, Nosferatu came out in 1922, and then also 2023 or 4.
Yeah, but in 22 it's black and white.
But it's still fantastic.
Straight shots.
That's true.
Like the cinematography I've heard of the Nosferatu is great.
Yeah, I still need to see it. I'm hopefully seeing it on Wednesday.
My sister saw it and she said it was great. And then my cousin saw it and they said it was great too.
You saw it and she's like, do you know vampires are real? I fucking filmed this one.
They were like, oh my God, this is real.
We need to do something about this.
They're coming for you, Barbara. Yeah, that was, I'm still shocked that she asked me that. Because it's like, that's
I
a
at least
big show.
know what the show is. Yeah.
Show.
I know who Bubbles is. I know the other guy always has a rum and Coke or Jack and Coke.
Yeah,
It's always
Julian. Sure. And then Ricky is just an idiot.
Sure.
Frig off, Ricky. And then there's Randy, the shirtless fat dude.
Is that I don't know.
And he's always shirtless.
Is he the one who had like also like his own like little spin-off thing with the cop?
Well, that's Mr. Leahy. He's a trailer park supervisor.
Okay.
Yeah, they have a relationship. They don't admit they're gay till season 6.
Oh, really? That's fun.
Yeah, because his ex-wife owns the trailer park.
Sure.
I know so much about this show.
I
so
see
good.
that,
But
yeah.
Mr. Leahy has died in real life.
I knew that.
Yes. Which, dude, he has played the best drunk person. Like his drunk.
Cheers.
Cheers to Mr. Leahy.
Yeah.
His
R.I.P.
R.I.P. Even though he died like probably 4 years ago. But his drunk character is, I don't know, like, and I don't think he was actually drunk.
Sure.
But like, there's episodes where he's out of his mind drunk, and it's so believable.
I never know, like,
Because I feel like if you act drunk, I would overdo it.
yeah.
But he does it so well.
Well, because really you get quieter for a lot of it. It's always weird when people like pretend to be drunk in like movies and you can, because I never know what is actually what it would look like in that situation.
In Trailer Park Boys, they do a great job when they're drunk or high.
Okay.
And I don't know, they could have, especially early seasons, maybe they were getting drunk and high. But later seasons, I don't think they actually were because
They're working for Netflix. Yeah.
there's a scene like later on where Mr. Leahy like is in a kiddie pool of alcohol.
Sure.
So he gets drunk by absorbing it, and his whole body turns blue.
Oh.
And he is just so hammered.
Sure.
And it's like he's acting, but it's like that's so good.
All right.
It is wild that like that's his role. He was like probably a working actor, and then like at 65,
And he had to really hammer into that.
that's really impressive.
I was thinking about like the Where's the Beef lady. I wish I could remember her name.
Is she dead?
Yeah, yes.
Yes.
The old lady from like, what was that, 90s? Or
Yeah. No, way earlier than that.
was
probably.
it 80s? Yeah. But just, where she just became famous all of a sudden, just a household name.
Yeah. Where's the beef?
You know what? Cheers to her, too.
Yeah. Cheers to everybody. It's 2025. We're cheers to all the listeners.
The living ones.
The living ones.
Yeah.
Do you think we lost one?
Oh, wait. No, so I should say that any of the dead ones.
We can cheers to the living ones.
Yeah, they're
We
fine.
made it.
Barely.
The host made it.
Yeah.
Barely.
Yeah. The alternatives.
Cheers to that.
I feel like statistically one dead person has listened to this podcast.
Yeah, I mean, we are fucking approaching 200 episodes.
Yeah.
So probably one person that has listened to one episode has probably died.
One person who like walked past someone listening was like, "Is this real?" Yeah, they died.
They hear a second of it, they go,
"No,
I'm gonna end it."
Yeah, that was it.
Not everyone needs a podcast.
I've seen enough of this world.
Oh, two white men talking again?
God damn it.
What do they have to add to the world?
Nothing great.
Nothing much. It's just an excuse to hang out.
Yeah.
But now we're approaching, this is the start of year 3.
It's really dumb.
Because I keep track of our calendar, you know, in our shit. So I had to make a 2025 thing on Google Sheets.
Yeah.
So it's just like,
wow. Look at us go.
actually, did we start in 22?
I have no idea.
So this might be fucking, damn.
Either way, too long.
But we ain't stopping.
Yep. And we'll be right back with a blind ranking.
Oh, shit.
This segment is called Blind Rankings. It's where I have a list of 5 things. I want Robert to put them in order without knowing what's next.
What comes next? It's shocking that you go because I'm usually the one that comes up with blind.
I've done it.
You've done it at least twice.
Yeah, I'm not in trouble here.
I'm not in trouble. I didn't do it.
I didn't do
anything.
All right.
All right.
These,
what's the category?
Biden signed 50 bills in on Christmas Eve.
Oh, shit.
Here are 5 of them.
And I got to blind rank the bills?
Yeah.
And also, I don't know anything that he signed.
He's just a bill. He doesn't know anything he signed either.
And he's sitting on Capitol Hill.
No, also, like, I knew that he signed 50. I tried to look him up. Everybody's like, here's 5 of them. I'm like, that's not a good
Give me the list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm giving you the 5 they gave me.
Okay.
I
So
found,
like the most common
I
five?
found like a list of 50, but then they were all like government speak where it was hard to understand what it was.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. He sent 50 bills into action?
On Christmas Eve. Yeah.
Is that going to affect us?
Not us. No. This is like, I think
I don't understand bills.
No, me neither. Because also I thought that had to go through systems.
Yeah,
but
I thought there was
don't
like
know.
checks and balances. And
Yeah, but
dang, Jacob's going for a second round of champagne.
wow. The first one was barely
I
filled.
haven't even tried mine yet.
Oh.
It's very foamy.
All right. I'll just do these in order and see how they come out. Number 1, Stop Institutional Child Abuse Act. What's your thoughts on that?
What? Stop Institutional Child Abuse Act?
All right, so this one's actually interesting. I knew about this one before. Paris Hilton was a big part of this bill. It's basically, I don't know if it's to stop or at least hold accountable. Do you ever, like, I remember it was TV shows on MTV where, like, bad kids would get sent off to, like, work on farms and be like, fix your attitude. And, like, shit like that.
Well, there was like that jail show, like, where they would scare youth.
Sure, yeah. But there's not just a show, but a lot of like these places where you would send kids and they would like teach them morals and shit. But it turns out a lot of those fucking kids died.
What?
No, like it is insane.
Like on the farms?
Yes. And like,
Usually you send animals to the farm to die.
right. No, it would be, and like parents would be like, oh, instead of my kid getting better, they're dead.
Jesus.
No, and Paris Hilton got sent to these too. So she helped front this bill. But yeah, so
She was a trouble kid?
yeah.
Makes sense.
I think so, yeah. But like, I remember reading a thing where it was like reason of death, and like so many of them just listed like restraint, and you're just like, that's fucking dark.
What?
Yeah. So where would you rank this out of 5?
So, how do I...
So
I'm just curious how I'm going to rank these. Like, rank them as importance, or... This is tough because I don't know what...
out of 5.
I mean, that's a good bill. Like, that's something that's good.
I read the 3rd one on this list.
I have,
Dude. No, I mean, jokes aside, rank these bills. What do you think? How's Biden doing?
that. I mean,
Who'd you vote for?
that's a good bill.
Yeah, it is out of 5 though. Remember, you did 50 on Christmas Eve.
Why do you do it on Christmas Eve?
I don't know. So because everyone was at home with their families to stop them.
I'd probably go because that's pretty good too.
Okay. Bald eagle becomes national bird.
Wasn't it already?
No, it wasn't. And he just finally put it into law.
Everyone's always thought the bald eagle was the bird.
No, bald eagle was never officially America's national bird. What the fuck is happening with you? I'm going to shoot you with that salt gun.
Sneezing.
That's not how you sneeze. Let it out. You're going to die on air.
So the fucking bald eagle has never been the national bird?
Yep.
But now it is? That's a bill?
Yeah.
A bill is how you institute a bird? That's 5.
That's number 5?
I mean, because it's always been the bird in our hearts. That's dumb.
This next one, Not funny. It's not fun at all. It's only funny that I have to ask Robert to rank this because I didn't read all 5 of these. I had a different list to begin with. Native American Child Protection Act. Where are you going to put that? Huh? Smart
Can you
guy?
explain this one?
It increases resources for investigating and prosecuting domestic violence and child abuse and neglect in Native American communities.
I mean, that's pretty good.
That is good. The only issue with that is now we're putting our laws in that community. There probably is a backhand to this.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
But yeah, because also Native Americans, like they have their own.
I never know how like policing it goes because I hear like because also there's a lot of bad crimes that happen there because police don't help there. But also I think when police do help there, they don't help properly. It's like a weird.
Yeah, it's a weird thing. But
situation.
I have heard like in the areas that they live, it's like their own area. Like it's like
so.
With their own government kind of
like,
or their own.
There might be. I mean, I'm not sure how bad child protection shit is.
I mean,
there.
I think protecting children is fucking good.
Yeah, but also us pushing other people in there.
Yeah, but this is just
also
this
scary.
is just like the original Thanksgiving all over again.
Yeah, I mean, no, it's what is that? The Walk of Tears? Is that what it's called? Trial of Tears?
Walk of Tears, yeah.
Something like that. Yeah, where that was where we literally like took Native American kids and we're like, hey, join us.
No joke. This could be a Moist Monday artifact coming up. Now that I'm talking about it, I'll bring it. I have a drawing that I made in like 6th grade when we learned about this.
Yeah.
Like called the I drew
them walking
and crying.
Yeah. And that's probably all.
And when I found the drawing, I was like, "What the fuck is?" I was like, "What the hell is this?"
So, like, this one is weird because it does kind of like sound like maybe we're shoving ourselves in something we shouldn't.
But
be.
also, like, protection is good, you know. But I don't know what the.
I don't know how bad it is.
Man,
yeah, that's
3.
Sure, I think that's a fair.
Yeah, so I got 1 and 4 left.
All right.
Damn, these. You always come up with the fucking hardest ones because I'm like, I don't even know how to rank these.
Well, our last one was ear injuries.
Yeah, the last one you did was rank these ear injuries.
All right. Stop campus hazing acts.
This is a bill?
Yeah.
This is already done.
Because it's violence.
Yeah.
It is just that. It's violence or like coercion, I guess. I don't fucking know.
I thought schools already had this banned.
Yeah. But now it's official.
So you could go to jail if you do hazing?
I don't know.
But also, dude, think about all the classic college movies. Those wouldn't exist without hazing.
Right, yeah. Which I joined a fraternity. I never got hazed.
I'm not against hazing, but I like it in movies.
I think if it's silly or fun, I guess like
dude, first movie that comes to my mind, 22 Jump Street.
Sure.
They go to college.
John Hamm hazed somebody. I think he lit him on fire.
Jesus, with his massive hog.
I think he was a piece of shit in college.
I could see that.
That he was a like horrible like frat guy.
I could see that. And then he becomes a fucking admin in the 60s.
And everyone's like, God damn it. And they all know he's a giant
so
cock.
hot.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
That's what people like that are allowed to get away with things.
Unstoppable.
Because they're so hot and they have a big dick, they're allowed to do whatever they want. And we gotta put it let's ban the John Hamm's of the world bill.
Yeah.
Just kidding. I love John Hamm.
But there should only be one.
Yeah.
He gets it. No one else does.
But he set a standard for other frat boys that think they have big dicks and think they're hot.
Watch yourself, Zachary Levi. I feel like he looks like John Hamm.
Zachary Levi? The guy from The Office?
What?
Oh, I'm thinking Zachary Woods. Sorry.
No.
Yeah, I was like,
no, not him.
I was like, no, he doesn't.
No, Zachary Levi, the guy who was Shazam.
Okay, maybe.
He looks like John Hamm.
Not really.
Yeah, they have giant square heads.
John Hamm's hot.
Zachary Levi's hot.
All right, what was the bill again? I'm sorry.
Stop campus hazing.
Stop campus hazing. That's a good one, but it is adults.
Yeah.
Doing it to other adults.
Yeah.
And also, don't join a frat. Instead, start a podcast.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know which is worse for white men.
Yeah.
Either way, slippery slopes.
Frat. I don't know. I've never been a fan of frats. Frats are always just, I hate frat boys. Frats are douchey.
Dude, my frat was so tough.
It is wild. I saw my cousin today.
Yeah.
He's like my nerdy cousin, and I forgot he was in a frat.
Dude, there's nerdy frats.
Yeah, because he was in a nerdy frat. And they literally they would play board games.
Yeah.
Like they didn't drink.
Dude, that'd be sick.
Yeah. Like that. But
dude,
my
you could
sister
have a game night any night of the week. Are you kidding
yeah,
me?
dude, that's
that'd
what
be
they
incredible.
did. And they had to have like a 3.5 or better, like GPA.
Sure, so they're all smart.
They were all smart, nerdy.
I did bring my frat's average down. I remember that. And then next semester,
what a piece of shit.
I was only in there for one semester. So then they were like, well, next semester you're going to have to study on or at the house. And I'm like, I'm not doing that. Would be way worse for me.
There they go. You want a spanking?
Yeah. Well, you have 1 in 5 left.
1 in 4 left.
Well, yeah.
Oh.
No, yeah, 1 in 4 left.
1 in 4 left. I mean, this one it's good, but this has already been established. It's four. This has got to be four. Like,
not never, but it's not allowed now anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Like I think ever since I was been done with college, even though I'm in college right now.
Yeah.
But ever since I went
to a frat now.
a community college frat. But I feel every college has already banned this.
Yeah.
I'm sure there are some frats that still do it.
I remember
still, some frats throw parties even though they're not allowed to.
Yeah, because I remember my frat.
I never even went to a frat party, though.
Like, there was kind of like a little bit of like a hazing joke that we're going to have to fuck a sheep.
It's always fucking an animal.
I think a frat of our title, like way back in the day, got in trouble for that at one point. I don't know if it was actually real.
See, I think hazing was really big in the 70s and 80s and 90s. And then it's just like, because like,
which is wild because those are the people who are in government now.
But then, but they came exactly.
Like the fucking Skull and Bones stuff. That was frat. That's where you had to lay in a glass coffin and everyone jerked off on top of it while you said all of your biggest secrets.
Jesus Christ!
We've had presidents who have done that.
Yeah, and I'm shocked they didn't get tummy aches.
Yeah. No, and that president oversaw 9/11.
That was Bush.
Yeah, George Bush was in the Skull and Bones Society.
Yeah,
and it's I think Clinton might have been too.
You know what? Let's sign a bill. Let's get rid of frats.
I don't know.
But let's keep let's keep
sororities.
Keep sororities.
I don't know if sororities are much better for women either. I've heard horrible things about them too.
In my head, I'm like, that's hot.
Yeah. Pillow fights. You kidding me? Instead of butt chugs.
Yeah. They ain't doing that though.
All right. So your number one.
Oh, fuck.
Is the No Corruption Act.
Hey, that sounds good. Yeah. What the fuck does that mean though? That's a bill? No corruption?
Yeah. Don't do it.
Don't corrupt me.
So if you...
What does that mean?
All right. Yeah, let me read this real quick. Any member of Congress who's convicted of a felony related to corruption will immediately lose access to their pension.
Right. So he signed this right before Trump goes into office?
Yeah, I wonder if that's part of it.
That sounds like an attack on Trump.
That does, yeah. But also, like, I don't know.
I mean, that's a wild... I mean... That should be a thing.
Yeah,
you shouldn't be able to get your fucking bonus.
Well, it shouldn't even be that it affects your pension. It should be you're removed immediately.
Yeah, it should be like get the fuck out of here.
Or you should go to prison. That's like
then you're in the country.
But like same with like with the CEO shooter in New York, there was a big perp walk they did with the mayor of New York, who is literally like under like. Is
that Giuliani?
No, Giuliani was right after 9/11.
Oh, okay.
No,
I only know Giuliani because SNL parodied him so much.
Yeah, they won't really touch this stuff. But yeah, like the mayor of New York is like currently under like I can't think of the word for corruption. Under investigation. Yeah.
God, why are so many politicians fucking corrupt?
Because people throw money at you.
Exactly.
And you got into this for power. Money is a great
yeah, because if you have money, you can kind of do whatever you want.
Yeah, you can have power, and also
Diddy.
You're getting power with this money as well because you're connected to.
It is wild when you like look up like what big brand names sponsor politicians
when they give them
and
so
you're just
much
like
money.
What? Why? Doritos gave you $50 million? What the fuck? Doritos.
I thought it was a tasty chip.
Yeah, Doritos support this guy. I don't know. I'm just making it, but that's what it is, though.
So just be like, this chicken sandwich supports genocide. Why would they do that?
This chicken sandwich hates gays?
Yeah.
What the hell?
I thought they just made delicious homemade shakes. I didn't know that they want to kill people who like dick.
Yeah.
That's insane.
And they're closed on Sundays, the day that I want it?
Yeah. That is the only day I ever want a good chicken sandwich.
Yeah.
It's...
Chicken sandwich sounds so good right now. Well, it doesn't even feel like Monday right now because of the fucking holidays. But
forget it is.
I want a chicken sandwich right now.
Yeah, well, they are open, but not to some of you.
It's so odd. My brother loves Chick-fil-A.
And you have gay family.
And I have 2 gay sisters. Well, and I have a lot of other gay family members. But it's like he goes there all the time, and I don't think I've ever seen my sisters eat there once.
Really?
Like I think
they never, actually hold that line.
They like never said anything to him.
Sure,
but I don't think I've ever seen them eat it.
Interesting.
And he's like, "Hey, I'm going to Chick-fil-A. You want to go?" And I'm like, "Hell yeah, I want to go." And they're always like, "I'm not hungry."
Sure.
But also they are vegetarian, so that could be so maybe that's part of it.
That I
just now clicked.
I mean,
that now clicked in my head.
Both solid options not to eat at Chick-fil-A.
Yeah. They're vegetarian and they're gay.
Yeah. So they don't eat meat, only pussy. Not great for Chick-fil-A.
Yeah. What a wild blind ranking, though.
Yeah. Speaking of pussy, I think we got another segment. It's time for an Izzy's Insight.
Oh, Izzy's starting in 2025. Let's get. Speaking of You're the only one that's allowed to say that.
Hello.
That's what you went with?
Wow, that's how she said.
Happy 2025.
Damn, she's coming into the new year feeling good.
Yeah, coming in hot.
What the hell? What the hell happened?
So, I'm on TikTok. I know that Robert is not. Jacob is.
Throw your handle out there.
And
No.
also, not for long.
No.
Thanks a lot, Biden.
Yeah.
You don't know that.
I don't know, Jake. That's what Jacob told me.
We'll see.
Every day at work, he goes,
Anyways.
"They're gonna delete it." Okay, yep.
We're doing a trend
Ooh.
today. These are Izzy's trends. I want a graphic. Izzy's trends.
This is already a segment. This is already Izzy's Insights. Where
Put a
I'm-
photo of that.
Put a graphic.
it's just gonna be a really bad photo of you.
Questions?
That's what it's gonna be.
Ask Beth. She'll have them.
Oh,
No,
I'm done.
literally, she'll have them.
Done.
Ask Beth. Okay.
Izzy's Trends.
This is the trend.
You don't know what you're asking
Shut
for.
the fuck up. This is the trend on TikTok. Only girls should know these questions.
Okay.
So I had 5 questions that are from this trend, and then I had 5 questions that are particular to me.
What do we win?
Nothing.
No.
Respect.
Number 1.
From
I don't
women.
want that.
And these first 5 are from the trend.
Are you willing to officially call us an ally if we get these right?
An ally for what?
How
Women?
many? Yeah,
Or-
ally.
Ally?
Yeah. How many do we need right to be considered
you
an
have
ally?
one Izzy respect point.
And what's that? What's the traded value?
What's the conversion rate for like dollars though?
Electrum?
Is it like 40? It's 40 electrum, and 40 electrum is 10 cents.
Jake is going to be so mad.
He doesn't listen.
We're going to at him right now in this clip.
I don't think you understand how podcasts work.
Jake.
Yep. You did it. He knows that.
What are the questions?
Jake.
We're on a fucking different way of life in 2025, baby.
Happy 2025. I feel like that. What is it? Dua Lipa introducing 2021.
I don't fucking
Happy-
know.
What?
You just made a bunch of noises and you're pretending like it's a sentence.
It's like Miley Cyrus on like a like
What?
like
Oh,
a
on the
video
Zoom
skit.
call? I do know what you're actually talking
I
about.
think it's Dua Lipa saying Happy 2021.
I have never known who Dua Lipa was.
I think that's who it is.
I always trust that it's a real
I'm
person,
gonna be
but
so
I'm
wrong,
not
and I'm
secure
gonna
that
be
it.
so
I
canceled.
think Dua Lipa's pretty
I
hot.
don't think you'll be canceled for that.
No, but I think it's Dua Lipa.
I think you'll be canceled for what I talk about when you're not here.
Yeah, you should have heard what he said last week.
Hear what Izzy says.
He called
Okay.
you. He called you Megan Fox last week.
Quit.
Oh.
That's so hot.
He did.
That's so hot. Okay. Questions only
child.
girls should know.
All right.
Number 1. What is a waterline? And Robert is answering first.
I don't. I learned this from that video. I do not
did.
remember the answer.
What
is
is a
a-
waterline?
I'll have my guess again.
What is a water line?
A water line.
That's the line that connects from your sink to your water heater to get the hot water.
No.
Not a water line.
That's a good guess.
That is a
It
water
might
line.
actually be called that. Is it like tear ducts down?
What?
What the fuck did you just say?
Tear ducts
Because you're
down.
almost right. But what?
Like the line?
There is a line that you can follow. Follow it right now. What part of your eye are you addressing?
Tear duct. Across.
Tear duct. What is your
Down.
tear duct?
That.
So
where
it's
I cry
under
from.
eye?
Where I feel.
Oh, it's the water line.
I'm going here over down.
Is that for
Okay.
makeup? Is it a line for makeup?
Yes.
Oh, I do remember the correct answer. It is the inside of the mascara. It's like, you know, when
What?
The inside of the
or
eyeliner.
When you and I do eyeliner, but we're not good at it.
We use
so
our
you
fingers.
see the pink on the inside. That's
No,
the
I
water
use my
line.
finger. So I put
They
eyeliner on my
both got
finger and
there.
rub it.
What?
We remember how we
You're
put on
right.
eyeliner? We
You're
put on
right.
our, and we would just rub it in,
Yeah.
then we take a towel and we
Yeah.
wipe off the excess.
But
So
you know,
it is based
when
so
you draw it on,
in,
it's the
in
pink.
my eye. I can show it to both of you.
It's called a water line? Why?
This.
Oh, it's your eyeball?
No,
This is an audio medium,
Can't
Jacob.
hear. I make it so Robert can't hear.
this.
What the hell?
Look him in the eyes.
This line right here that is touching my eyeball. That, right here, that is your waterline.
I have the
What is that for?
No, I think I have the way to explain it that he'll understand.
For girls who do makeup, that is tight lining. If you tight line, that's what you're addressing
So
with
the
your
pink part of your eyelid?
So like you remember
Kind
when
of.
we would draw mascara, but there would be that pink on the inside, and it would annoy us because we didn't know how to like poke at
It's
it.
interior.
Yeah, it's that.
It's interior.
Why is it
with
called
the
why is it
feg.
called a waterline? Because you
it's
cry from
wet.
it?
I don't know. That's just what it's called.
Girls are
okay,
dumb.
second one. What?
I wonder if Cindy's going to get all these. Probably.
Probably.
Ooh, maybe. Comment
What
below.
is? I will send you a present. I will.
Well, Robert's gonna have to mail it.
Sid, I will send you.
I'm gonna have to be like, hey, you said this.
Yeah.
She'd be like, no, I didn't.
I'll put one together. I would
Please
love
do.
that. No, I would love that.
Cindy would love
Yes,
it too.
I would love that.
Now it's
okay.
this is gonna be on the air
Yeah.
forever in the internet.
So you better do
I'll
it.
get you my favorite toner and like
Jesus Christ.
moisturizer and everything.
Oh my God. Okay.
Okay.
Happy 2025,
I
Cindy.
guess.
Happy 2025.
If she gets them
What
right.
is a money piece?
Ooh, I do not.
You
know.
should know this one because I get it every single time.
A money piece.
What?
You get it every time.
She gets.
The first thing I thought it was money shot. Or
Yeah.
that's not. That's not.
That
right.
is such a boy answer.
Money. What was it? Money.
Money piece.
Money piece. A ring, like a wedding ring. Like it'd be like, oh, look at my money piece.
Okay.
Yeah.
They spent a lot of money on. They spent a lot of money on this ring. A lot of people go, hey, look at this diamond ring.
Yeah, it's like to me, it sounded like a good like purse or a nice jacket.
Because
Like
boys
with
are
the
just
flap.
dumb.
just goes, I'm expensive.
Ooh,
I'm
my
a rich
money
girl.
piece.
Yeah, look at my money piece.
This piece costs
Yeah.
money.
Well, also my first thought when I think piece,
Yeah.
gun. It could be like an assault rifle.
Yeah. All right,
Honestly,
Robert,
like
right now, what's your
fair,
money piece?
But no.
Oh, my money piece?
Yeah. Is that
A magnum.
condom?
No.
Oh,
This man doesn't
pistol.
fuck.
you don't own a gun. No, if someone's like,
We
oh,
are
I
on
thought you meant-
question 2 of 10.
No, I
Yeah.
know, but we're discussing.
no, yeah, we're discussing. This is what the people love.
Yeah, we're trying to-
Robert, if you were to show off like your money piece, like you went home.
Oh, I thought you were talking about guns.
no,
Okay.
so you went
You
home
know
and
what
you.
this is.
I do not remember.
You
So,
know what the money piece
Yeah, but
is.
in my life, what would a money piece be? And I'm like, oh, it
This
kind
is
of,
infuriating.
now I'm getting to a point where it's like, okay, you're coming to my apartment. What's the first thing I show people?
Okay, yeah. What's your money piece?
What's my money piece in my apartment?
Valid answer.
This
no,
actually,
valid
this
answer.
actually, it's
Okay.
not worth a lot of money, but usually the first thing I show off is my rubber duck collection.
Loser.
That's not a money piece.
Not a money
Loser.
piece, but it's always like, because I always point into my
Loser.
kitchen cabinets and go, that's a lot, isn't it?
Are you impressed?
Do you want to know what it is?
Yeah. What's the money piece?
Yeah, what's a money piece?
A money piece.
Into the mic.
I get this every single time
Yeah,
I get my hair done. I get
Right,
two.
I do remember that. I don't remember what it's called. Money piece.
Notice
Yeah.
2 lightened pieces on the front of my hair.
Oh, so they're just bleach spots?
No, yes. So honestly, kind of, yeah. So when I flip my bangs up, you see this really light piece right here.
Yeah, just bleach.
Money
yeah,
piece.
Yeah, that is a money piece. They highlight your face.
These are
They
dumb.
make your face look good.
Why are they called that?
Okay.
I was thinking like my
We're
jacket.
on question 2 of 10.
They should
We're
be
on
called
question
like, they should
three.
be called like, give me the frosted.
Yeah. Make it.
This is
frosty.
one for both of you.
Okay.
And I'm not going to tell you if you're
And
right
this,
or
is,
wrong.
and this is still
You
trend.
have
This
to.
is still trend questions.
What size? This is a trend question.
Okay.
This is the trend question. What sizes do tampons come in? Robert first.
I'm just gonna
lean back.
I'm just gonna-
We need to. We need to.
I'm doing my gut answer.
Yeah.
I know this is wrong.
This
you
is
say-
not
You're gonna say
difficult.
small, medium, large.
I'm gonna say small, medium, and large.
Dude,
Yeah.
you gotta get venti in there.
No, small, medium, and large. But also, don't have a girlfriend and live alone, so don't have to buy them. That's my disclaimer. Small, medium, large.
All right. So we're talking interior, like not pads.
But I know it's
Yeah,
not. I know
I
it's
only use tampons.
don't they do like heavy?
personally?
Like
Oh,
isn't
yeah,
it
it
like
is a
flow
it is
level?
flow.
Yeah.
small, medium, and large.
I
Small
think
flow. I don't know. I've never bought these in my life.
because I was thinking about what they say in commercials.
You've been married. You never bought them?
I don't know if I've ever bought them.
I don't know if I've ever made you buy me tampons
'Cause I
because
would-
I am the person that goes to this store midweek.
That's true. Yeah.
So
Yeah,
if
but
I'm
even,
gonna
like-
buy, if I need tampons, I'm the one that's
Yeah,
gonna
but
buy
even
tampons.
like
And, like, if
early
you-
on, if you were dating, you weren't like, oh, here you go.
I
No,
would feel. Disclaimer, I would feel comfortable asking Jacob for tampons.
You just have to tell me exactly what you wanted.
I haven't needed to ask you for them.
No, because I think pretty early in our relationship, you started keeping them at my apartment too.
Correct.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
for safety.
But what are the sizes?
So
Small, medium, large.
light, regular, heavy,
Basically the same thing that I came up with,
but more liquid based.
because that's what it is.
Yeah.
You're closer.
What is it?
Regular, super,
Ugh.
super plus.
Oh my god.
That's
So
worse.
Those are the sizes in Tampax that I deal with.
Okay.
So regular, super, and super plus. I usually try to get a box that has all three of them.
A variety pack.
So my first day,
The mixer.
I will use the super plus.
I mean, it
to
makes sense, makes sense.
Only have to, especially if
clean it
I'm
up.
working.
Are you never like dealer's choice? See what today's like.
you don't.
You're trying to make it funny. A period is not. I have to deal with this every month. It's not funny.
You should make it
Dealer's choice
funny.
doesn't make sense though, because you have to. You're cleaning up a mess,
A mess.
or you're preparing for a mess.
Neither of you are doing this well. So yeah, there are regular, super, and super plus.
I don't
If
like
you're a
Super Plus.
woman, shut the fuck up.
That shouldn't sound like a
Just shut up.
subscription.
Yeah,
shut
Super
up.
Plus sounds
Shut
terrible.
both of you up. Regular, super, and super plus. You know, a super plus is if you are working. Shut the fuck up. I am talking.
Yep.
And you don't want to change your tampon, you know, I'm going to have a super plus. Am I a little bit worried about toxic syndrome? Like a little bit, but
What the hell is that?
I've been wearing tampons for long enough. A regular is for a day that like I don't want to wear a tampon, but like I'm going to, you know?
Just for fun. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm feeling silly. I know you're being serious.
No, she did ask to be on this podcast. We're
sorry.
allowed to make
I'm
jokes
sorry.
about this.
I'm so sorry.
No, tampons are weird though.
Yeah.
And also I am weird. I will argue that I am weird. I have a weird period. I have like a 4-day period.
You don't need to get into it.
It's
And I have a 2-day
Mostly-
period and then a 2-day like bleeding period.
Most of our audience is males. So,
yeah.
so they're gonna.
Sin, I'm gonna send you a fucking gift.
All right.
This is another one. It's still locked in. She's doing it.
Yes, yeah.
Don't get her hopes up.
Apparently emailing in and maybe Izzy will give you gifts.
Especially if you're a female listener, please.
Please, I need more girls on my side. Okay, number 4.
She doesn't
Don't listen to
listen.
this shit.
Shut the fuck up.
don't listen.
Number 4. What does LBD stand for? We talked about this one.
I do not remember.
I got an idea. This is 100% wrong, but first thing that came to my mind:
Little big dick.
little big dick, little big dick, because starting point was little big planet. That's my starting point. So I was like, little big planet, little big dick.
LBP?
Yeah.
LBD.
Yeah.
No.
Your first word is correct.
Okay.
Your
Little.
second two
I think
are
we-
incorrect.
I think we team up on this one because I was also
I
little
think
big
you
dick.
team up on this too.
little, and then we got BD. Little bipolar.
This is
They have that.
this is a this,
Women.
Jacob.
Jesus
you're gonna
Christ.
get canceled.
As far,
This
most
is-
of the women I know have
Think
it.
about this. Think about it. I'm gonna give you a hint.
Is a woman.
Fashion.
Little
A women fashion thing.
I got it.
little blouse dress. Little
Butt plug.
Little
butt plug.
D. The P was for planet.
Oh shit! I'm thinking a little bit planet.
Little black dress.
Little black dress.
That's
No.
what it is. It's a little black dress. I'm almost positive.
Little black dress.
Yeah. Girls have that. They got a little black dress.
Is that like a common? Every girl's a little black dress.
I don't know about every girl.
I mean, little black dresses. I like them.
You're correct.
Is it a little black dress?
Little black
we
dress.
got it. We got it.
Little big dick.
We went from little big dick to little black dress. I mean, that little black dress gets me a little big dick.
I'm so sorry, women everywhere. that I'm
They don't listen to this. This is not
It's
the place
Moist
to
Monday
find
podcast.
them.
They're
Yeah.
not.
Okay, this is the only one, the only other one that is like a part of the trend.
And then
the
you got
only,
five.
yours.
We
and
got
then I have
that-
5 that are appropriate to me.
We've got 0.
Yeah.
What
No, we got
is-
a little black dress.
Yeah, you
Oh,
got
okay, we
little
did.
black dress.
Because you said no.
What is the difference between contour and concealer?
Contour is shadowing. Contour is shadowing.
And like concealer is
Okay.
like to cover blemish, I thought.
Contour is shadowing.
No?
But what is the difference between contour and concealer? If
Powder to
contour,
liquid.
no. Okay,
States
so
of matter.
I said yes to Robert saying that contour
shadow.
is
Contour
shadowing.
is shadowing. So the difference would be that it's not
Shade.
lightener, uppers, happiness, brighter.
So yes. So you got the first half of
What's
it. So if I am going to use contour,
so
To darken.
Yeah, 'cause you're gonna-
concealer lightens.
where am I going to put that on my
probably
face?
on your
Where
the
am I going to
bones.
put contour?
probably on the bones to make your cheekbones pop.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then probably
Concealer?
maybe under the chin.
I feel like concealer is like down the nose. Is that
It's
one?
because it makes you have the
Where down
lines.
the nose?
Makes you have
That
the
one.
lines. Yeah,
Right down.
gives you the
So
lines.
that's the
Where is the other big place
to
for
make girl.
concealer?
Is it the T or the cheekbones?
The
Or
T is correct.
Okay.
the T.
It's to make girls shiny.
And also,
Oh,
you did
the
the contour correct because you said the bones right here, and then you said the nose.
Yeah.
well, the bones are their money.
yeah, and the worms are also their money.
There's one more place that I'm looking for the contour.
Chin.
I said chin.
Technically yes,
Is
but
it hairline?
no.
Don't girls do something with their hairline?
Okay.
People put
So
makeup on
just
their
to remind
hairline.
you, you have the bones right here
Yeah.
for
And
contour.
that's
This is the money.
You have your nose
Yeah,
for
that's
contour.
money.
Those are the worms.
For concealer, you have this part of your nose.
Okay.
And then you have your T
Yes.
right here. So what is the other part of your face
Lips.
that you want brightened? What is the
Eyes.
other part of your face that you want brightened?
You're scratching your cheeks a lot. So
No,
is it
I'm
that?
not.
Eyes,
You were almost correct. What part
Mouth?
of your eyes?
mouth.
Oh.
What
Teeth?
part?
Inside. Because
Outside.
you get bags.
Oh, bags.
Bags.
Get rid of the bags.
So the under eye?
I mean,
The under eye?
technically my nipples are the under eye.
No, what was
so
the answer? What was the
let's
pink?
calm down here.
No, what's the pink shit called?
the bags?
No, what's the thing we just learned?
Prosciutto?
No, the thing we just learned that this line is. That's probably
Oh,
what it's
water
for.
line.
The water line. It's probably the cover of
Down.
the water line.
Under the waterline.
Under the water line.
Lock that in.
So after the hints that I'm giving you, that's what you're locking
There.
in?
Yeah.
The water line.
No. Bags.
Under the
No. You said the water line, though.
under the water line.
I offered under eye, and you said the water line.
But if you're reassuring us, we're saying bags.
No, I'm saying, are you locking in the water line?
No,
I
we're
am.
locking in bags.
I'm locking in water line.
We're right here.
I'm going
You
water line.
have to agree.
I mean, that's incorrect.
We're
by
doing
the way,
water
saying
line. We're
All
doing water line.
Under the water line.
Under the water line.
Lock that in.
Lock it in. Lock it in.
Final answer.
Shadow.
Under eye?
Ah, dang it!
Dang it.
Line those
Correct.
up.
Yeah, so the other
Oh, we got
area
it.
Yeah.
for
Okay.
Yay.
is the under eye.
My name
Go
is
team.
January.
You guys are stupid.
All right, so now the next 5 are ones you came up with.
All right.
These are ones that, yes, I came up
So-
with. And they could be a part of the trend, but they're not ones that I saw a part of the trend. I am
So
not
these are
claiming
specific
credit for
to
them.
you, though. So
Yeah.
Jacob
Yes.
should get these right.
No,
I'm
he shouldn't.
ruined.
What type of makeup product is described as wispy?
Mascara.
Wispy.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Mascara.
Yeah.
You're both gonna lock mascara in?
Yeah. that
Mascara makes sense because
No.
it's going to brush.
Oh, is it eyebrow thing?
No,
Wispy.
you're kind of right, but false eyelashes
Oh.
there are wispy false eyelashes.
I don't think of that as
fuck it.
makeup. I think of
Okay,
that as a
I-
physical process.
No, but I think that is makeup, though. Because
Yeah,
you put it on
that's
in
what
the
I
process
use
of
for
make.
makeup.
that's not a makeup product. It's
Number
a thing.
2,
We're-
what does
we're
toner
ruined.
do?
It tones you.
Describe that more.
Does that match like your face to your
It
neck?
makes your face look the same color.
What is the exact process that it is doing?
We
You
don't
use
know.
tone to smooth out the
Creases?
color.
Yeah, like blend
Yeah,
the overall
so like your
skin
face
tone.
looks the same color,
or to change your tone.
or to make you look tanner
I feel like toner
or
goes everywhere.
darker.
Okay, I need one answer.
I don't know. I'm listening
Take our cumulative.
because I don't know.
Yeah.
I think to make everything one color,
Yeah, we'll
that is primer.
do. So primer goes first because it's prime.
No.
'Cause it's like you're painting.
No.
Oh, it's not like you're painting.
Okay.
Toner, I think specifically, and I could be persecuted for this. Toner,
Probably
I
not
think
by our
is
fan base.
specifically to make you less red and to make your face one color, but it is a skincare
To
product.
cut back on the blush.
It is not a makeup product.
But then there is blush.
Well, yeah, blush will make you more red, but toner will make
So toner
you.
gets. So you don't want to use blush and toner at the same time.
Well, you do.
That's
You
why I'm
just wanna
confused.
put-
Because you're trying to get rid of the natural red, but then put in fake red.
Yeah.
Because you want the natural red in a different place than you want
It's like when you like close the drapes but turn on a light bulb.
God,
Okay.
I'm so glad I'm not a woman.
Anyways,
Dude,
what
that
is an
sucks.
everything shower?
Everything.
Hair.
Yeah, because a lot of
Shaving.
women, a lot
No,
of
I
women,
need
Cream
a-
cheese.
yeah, a lot of women don't wash their hair.
Yeah.
I've
And what's
noticed.
in an everything
Did
bagel?
you say cream cheese?
Yeah.
Yes, everything bagel,
Rubber?
bread. So it's got to be hair. It's got to be body.
I'm gonna say
face,
shave.
Shave. It's an everything shower. So probably nails.
No, not nails.
What do you?
There is one more E word that I'm looking
Ears.
for. No,
Erode.
not specific to me. For an everything shower, what is an E word that you're doing?
Evaporating.
Almost.
Exfoliating.
Exfoliating. What the fuck does
Correct.
that mean?
Yes.
Open up pores.
Yes. So I would say a
But what is that?
hair,
But
a
how do you do
body,
that in a shower?
a shave,
Scrub.
and an exfoliate is an everything shower.
Aren't you supposed to do that every day?
No, it's
No.
an everything shower. I do that once a week.
Do boys have everything showers?
I think you should.
I do have a quick shower and then a normal shower.
Well, like-
I have two different showers.
Because I used to not wash
But
my
also
hair.
I'm bald, so I don't.
Yeah, no.
So showers are
bald-
quick as
But
fuck.
also,
Yeah.
you can also have a body exfoliate and shave shower.
But we don't.
I
do
don't.
That.
We don't.
Yeah.
Boys don't shave in the shower.
But you could.
We could, but
That is what an everything shower is for a girl.
yeah, but
Yeah, I'm
but
saying boys just don't really
boys
do that.
don't shave in the shower.
No.
Okay.
They might
and then
shave. They'll shave over the shower.
4 and 5 go together.
Okay.
What is a cut crease?
First thing that comes to mind, some type of t-shirt cut.
Okay.
A cut
A
crease.
cut crease.
Walk
like,
me through that.
Like some type of design.
Sell
of,
me
like,
on that
like Some
idea.
type of like, how women's t-shirts are cut a different way, like a cut crease, maybe like a
crease.
V to give the cleavage, like a cut crease. I
Okay.
don't know. That's my first thought. I don't know. A cut. Or maybe it's a hair thing.
yeah,
Hair
but I don't
cut.
know what a crease for hair would be.
Yeah, so cut crease. I'm thinking a shirt or a blouse.
Yeah,
or a dress. A cut crease.
blouse.
Or a dress.
Dress could make sense. A cut crease.
A cut crease because it's like. Oh,
Do you want a hard line in a
no,
dress?
I think a cut crease is like maybe like it's a little bit cleavage, but like not like you could still wear it on your mom.
Yeah.
Like it's like a
little-
PG.
little
it's, like,
titty.
it's a PG
Yeah.
cut.
Okay. So I'm going to ask you number 5, and then we're going to come back to number 4.
Okay.
Okay, we're ruined.
What era of, what era or year, I guess?
We got a what, then a when.
I'm so.
What era or year coexists with the cut crease?
Oh, cut crease.
Because there was a
80s.
specific era or
85.
year.
No.
85.
85.
80s like a crinkle cut.
Oh yeah,
Like
they
a
did
fry.
that. Yeah, they did the crinkle.
Cut
You're
crease.
thinking hair still. I'm talking clothes.
So I'm thinking hair now, and I'm thinking cut crease, maybe like weird bangs.
Can I
Bangs
just
are-
make a quick edit?
I don't know.
I think Sin will know this.
We're ruined.
I do.
Cut-
Anyways,
a year?
Nathan doesn't know
No,
this.
Nathan definitely doesn't.
this
know
is a girly question.
This is the toughest question of all. The year?
Yeah, Taylor, you're an ally. How'd you do?
I'm curious. He goes, I got all 10.
Cut crease.
So-
Wait, no, wait. All right, we haven't given a
Year or era?
You gave 80s.
I'm thinking 80s, but
I'm
also
thinking
that's
20s.
oh, you're
I'm
thinking
thinking
like 1920s
100
or
years ago?
2020s?
I'm now not thinking that. I was thinking
Isn't that wild that the
1920s.
20s now is not?
Were you
it's-
thinking 2020s?
No, I was thinking 1920s.
Okay.
Isn't that wild that now it is too?
That is the 20. We're in the 20s.
Fucked.
Yeah, the moist 20s.
Yeah, fuck. The Moisterian collection.
All right, where are we at?
Yeah, I think I'm at.
So what year or era are you deciding on?
20s, and I'm deciding it's a hair thing for me.
I'm going 80s with
clothes.
clothing. And those are our final answers.
So 80s for hair and 80s for clothing?
20s for hair.
Wow, you guys are both wrong.
We don't know.
So a cut crease is makeup.
What?
No,
It's makeup.
This is a cut crease
that's makeup.
where your lid of your cut is a different color than this outside part.
It makes your over eye look swollen, judging by
Okay.
her photo.
Sometimes.
Wait, so you do
Show
it's-
him that photo
so
and
it's
explain
eye,
it that
it's,
way.
It's eye makeup, but it's different colors.
And also screenshot that photo so we can show what you showed us.
Please.
But the
Now I'm
exact photo.
nervous. Well, now I want to show you other ones because that's the other one that showed up.
Yeah, show the exact one though that you showed me.
Well, I want like a colorful one.
I don't know.
I thought our guesses were good.
They were good, but they were incorrect.
I was thinking like a hard, like when like the bob haircut got big. Where I feel like they crease it.
Hard cut.
This is
In a
what I
crease.
think of as a cut crease,
I
where it
would
is
never know
one
that.
color on the eyelid and then another color up by the eyebrow.
Sure. So it makes it
This
look
is the
swollen.
color. This is what I will screenshot and send to Robert.
I think you should show what you showed me.
Wait.
So it's one color on the
so in
eyelid.
the photo we're looking at right now, the top is black and the bottom's like red.
Black.
Robert's colorblind, apparently.
No, that's
So,
black.
No, okay. So
What colors are we looking at?
So we are looking at this color up here
Oh.
by the eyebrow.
Oh, so that's white.
And then, okay, so this is more like an ombre, like a skin color, and this one is more yellow.
That sounds like so much work for above. It's in between the eye and the eyebrow, and you're doing two different colors.
Yes.
Why?
So you put
What is the point of that?
you put eyeliner.
How long
or
does that take? Do you do
eyeliner.
that?
You put concealer on your eye.
He's mad.
Lid, and you block out all of that color.
How
and
do you
then
block
put
it
on
out?
you do
like
that?
with tape? Like with painter's
How often do
tape?
you do a crossfade or what's it called?
Cut crease. I do not do them.
Yeah, because that sounds.
So let's go back to my number 5 question. What era or year of makeup coexists with
Now that
the
we know
cut
what it is,
crease?
2022.
Cut crease sounds new. I'd
Yeah.
say 2014.
22.
2016.
Damn, I was closer. But you
It
got
is
it.
the
You got it though.
Pinterest
Price your
era.
eyes though. Oh, it's a Pinterest era. Because
Yes.
also the photos of it look
The
cool.
Pinterest, the Tumblr,
The
that
photos
era.
photos of it look cool, but I don't.
No, to me it's just
I don't,
makeup.
I don't get
still.
it though.
Like,
You're
yeah,
s-
I don't
like,
understand
it's
the
in art
specifics.
and like yeah, but it's like if I see you in public, I'm not gonna notice two different colors between your eyelids.
I don't know.
That is what a cut crease is.
Yikes.
Okay.
We got
Anyways,
0 out of 10.
they didn't like that.
You got 1 out of 10. LBD.
Little big
You
dress.
did get LBD.
Yeah.
Okay, 1 out of 10, barely.
Yeah.
Cool.
Little big dick. Hopefully you guys
I'm
learned
going to
something.
come back with this.
Well, I'm going to
Sure.
come back next week. Stay tuned next week. I'm going to have 10 things that only guys know.
But also it's like
Well,
our
okay.
version of guys.
Yeah, it's Jacob and I's version of guys. So Jacob and I will come up with a
No,
list.
you have to do 5 with the trend. And
There is
5
no
with
trend.
makeup.
Also-
No, but if you look up on TikTok this trend of like girls asking guys questions, the first like search is guys asking girls questions.
We don't know
so
those
look
guys'
at those
questions.
videos.
They're gonna be like, how to
Okay,
change
we'll
oil.
have to look at those videos and find
Yeah.
questions that we know that are trends.
Sure, that are,
But
like,
also, I don't have social media.
Yeah,
so it's
so
going
I'll
to
do
be
it.
you.
I'll
and I'll
look
come
into
up with
it.
my 5 own.
All right,
How
but I
many
have to
times do
agree
you
on
jerk
yours.
off in a day?
How many can I or do I?
No. We're talking about men. How many times do you jerk off in a day?
Okay.
What's the answer, Izzy?
4.
Jesus
No.
Christ.
All right, a bad day, sure.
Yeah. A good day, for sure.
Yeah. But a day,
A day?
1.5.
We're talking 1.5. For
Yeah.
sure. 1.5. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you caught me the first time, so I had to stop.
Exactly.
I don't know anything.
We're talking averages, okay?
Check us next time on Moist Monday Podcast.
We ain't done.
Boom, boom, boom.
We ain't done.
Moist Monday Podcast.
Okay.
Moist Monday Podcast.
We got to cut her
There's
off.
just more photos of her while she does
these are all
this.
bad photos of
She's
me.
going to hate this.
Yeah, she
By the
has
time
her-
she sees it.
Moist Monday Podcast. Moist Monday
It's time to move on
Podcast.
to another segment.
Moist your mom's house.
No,
Moist
you'll have to
Monday
cut that.
We're moving on to mentionable moist manuscripts.
Izzy, get the fuck out of here.
All right, so it is the start of 2025.
Now
You
to
know,
a sophisticated conversation.
yeah, moving on to a little less chaotic. But I will be doing my year in review recap or goal list, 2024 goal list in the next coming episodes. But we're filming this and the year's not quite over yet. But I did finish another book.
All right.
So I passed my goal
of
on books
3
read.
books.
My goal was 2. I've read 3.
Hell yeah.
And my goal by today's episode was to finish 4. I'm close on the 4th one.
Okay.
But I was going to read it at work, and yesterday at work was way too
Very
busy.
busy,
So
yeah.
I couldn't read it all. But I did finish, for people curious, The Bassoon King,
Right.
the Rainn Wilson autobiography.
Yep.
So it's a pretty... I'm just going to read off my phone because I made the notes about it.
Because this is like a book I've actually like heard about.
Yes.
Like I think I remember when he went on tour for it too.
Oh, you went on a book tour. That's kind of fun.
They usually do like at least something for
But
it.
and he's also like the weird level of actor where it's like,
well, like now he does like podcasts of comedians and stuff.
well, because he has his own website. And I'll get into that.
Okay.
So my notes on the book are pretty easy and enjoyable read. Goes through his life, obviously. Talks about his poor childhood growing up in Nicaragua.
Oh.
He grew up in Nicaragua. Yeah, so he was born in the America.
Sure.
He's born in the United States, and then like his parents got divorced, and his dad like had like a mental breakdown and moved to Nicaragua, and then married to some young lady, and he was a kid.
Sounds like a word you've only read. Never said out loud.
Nicaragua. I can't. It is a tough word to say.
Yep. Makes me nervous every time you start it.
It's a name of a country.
I know.
Okay?
So is
Why does it
Niger.
So is what?
Niger.
Where's that at? Point it on a globe.
It's in Africa.
Okay.
Niger. Do you not know that was a country?
Don't say it. The book also goes into like how he got into acting.
Okay.
He went to acting school.
Sure.
Like he moved to New York. What's wild is like his parents, even though he had a wild childhood, his parents like were very supportive of like his arts. Which is
they did name him Rain.
Yeah. So like he had hippie
Yeah.
parents. His mom was like the biggest hippie.
Okay.
And
that makes sense.
And his dad was just like a struggling dad.
In Nicaragua.
Then he talks about being a poor theater kid, like in college, and like how he was drinking and doing drugs like nonstop.
As they
and like
do.
there was one point in the book where he's living in New York and he's literally like living in the office of a warehouse. Like that was where he lived.
Weird.
Like they like some guy turned it into a bedroom because their goal was to turn the whole place into spaces.
But they
But
only had the
it was
first
just an
office.
abandoned warehouse, and he was like, dude, every night we could hear fucking animals scurrying around and
Yeah.
like. And that sounds terrible. But then he talks about his faith and religion.
Oh, okay.
He dives into that, which at first, because on the book, he does talk about like he dives into the arts of religion. I was like, I don't want to hear about. But his faith growing up
Yeah,
was
he's like kind of a weird religious,
the
right?
Baha'i faith or the BAHAI faith.
So
Baha'i, I don't know much about it. So it was kind of interesting hearing about that.
because I don't know about that, but I know a good friend of his because I've heard them do stuff together. Wrote a book I really enjoyed. It's just called God. It's about just kind of like the evolution of God throughout faiths. So the fact that they were good friends made me think that he probably had interesting views on religion.
He did because I don't remember exactly, but he talks about like his childhood going to the church or whatever it is called in the Baha'i faith, and then he talks about how like when he got older he would start questioning God and start questioning life, and then how he's still like he's not super religious, but he still believes in a God, so maybe that's why he was
Okay.
part of the book because like about God,
I think he's friends with the author Reza Aslan's God. Very good book.
and that was just about just a general God or
Not, I mean, it's just kind of like how God evolved
higher
with
being.
humans, and it was interesting.
oh that's kind of
So it starts
fascinating.
with like cave paintings and moves on from there.
Okay.
Very good book.
That sounds fascinating. And then the book goes into him being like becoming like, so he was doing like plays and shit.
He seems like a play actor.
Yeah. And he did quite a few Shakespeare plays.
Sure, that
which
makes
is
sense.
wild. But then he gets into TV acting. He did a few sitcoms. They got canceled. He did a few movies.
Because I feel like he's somebody I don't really like. What, he was in The Rocker?
So, and then at the end of the book,
Yeah.
he gets into The Office. He does a chapter on The Office, or he does 2 chapters on The Office. But that's like the last. You get to that at like the 3/4 mark.
Okay.
Because like it is an autobiography, but it's like,
Yeah.
dude, most people bought the book because of that.
Right.
So it is kind of fun.
Because I know him from The Rocker and Super. I cannot think of another movie he's been in besides The Office.
Well, he talks about The Rocker a lot because that was like,
really?
because that was a movie he did where he was like, oh, I'm playing the main lead.
Sure.
But then the movie tanked.
Yeah.
The movie did terrible.
I've never seen it.
I own it. I
Yeah.
really like it. The movie's great because I do like him, but also the cast is pretty wild.
Super's
Emma
very
Stone's
good.
in it,
Yeah.
which is wild, and then Josh Gad is in it, which is wild. But then also the other band, because he was like in a big band or in a band, and then got kicked out, and then that band blew up. That's the whole
Sure.
point of The Rocker. The other band is like Fred Armisen,
Oh,
Will
okay.
Arnett, like they're like, and that's like the big. Like, it's a
Interesting.
weird cast. But then at the end of the book, he wraps it up talking about his website Soul Pancake,
Okay.
which is like a website that he created, I think when he was doing The Office. So they've been doing it for a long time, where they dive into big questions of life and earth and like,
Okay.
religion and God and like purpose and like all
Yeah.
that stuff. So that's why he did that he started that podcast.
Okay.
And I don't know if it's but it's Soul Pancake adjacent. You know,
Sure.
it's under the Soul Pancake
All
umbrella.
connected, yeah.
I will say the start of the book was very rough.
Okay.
So his writing style, because he's like he's not a real writer, you know. He wrote it himself. The book initially started, and like every sentence he used like adjectives way too much.
Okay.
So like to describe something, he would list like 4 or 5 things in one sentence for the guy. So it'd be like the tall, greasy, but it'd be like 4 or 5.
Okay.
Yeah, and so it became too much to comprehend.
Sure. Yeah.
Where I was like, but I think that he was just trying to be humorous.
All right.
It does die down towards the end,
That's good.
but his style is very different. Once you get used to the style, though, it is pretty good because like the first half, I was like, this is kind of rough. But then once I got to about the halfway point, I was like, oh, I'm actually enjoying this book. Like I got used to his writing style
So
of writing.
it took a second though.
It took a second though because I was kind of forcing myself through it. I also enjoyed because it was autobiographical. Autobiographical, is that the right word?
It was an autobiography.
It was an autobiography, but some autobiographical. That's what I was trying to think.
Yeah, you need a little extra, a little pizzazz.
But some of the chapters were not like, it was mostly linear, but some of them were just like, hey, this is what I want to talk about.
Oh,
So like
okay.
early on in the book, about 1/3 of the way in the book, he has a chapter called 10 Greatest Comic TV Sidekicks.
Okay.
And he just goes, hey, because he goes, I was a dork. I was this weird kid. I grew up to be a TV sidekick, kind of. He's like, I'm just going to talk about my 10 favorite TV sidekicks. And there's a lot of like shows from the 80s.
Sure.
And so that was kind of fascinating. And then he goes, and then there's a whole thing where he just goes, hey, I'm just going to talk about my shitty jobs.
Okay.
So it's a whole chapter just about like, I was a janitor, I was a this,
Yeah.
I was a waitress, I was a server. Like, and so it was kind of fun because it was like those were broken down into like bullet points.
Where I feel like that'd be much more fun.
It was fun, but it was like the whole chapter was shitty jobs.
Yeah.
And then it'd be like a top bullet point of a headline, like waitress. And then he'd talk about funny anecdotes. They would be like about a page and a half or 2 pages.
Okay.
And then be like, oh, I went on to do this. And so it was kind of fun. And it kind of broke up the reading instead of just being linear. It was like, I'm just going to talk about this.
Yeah.
I will say he ended the book with a segment that he stole from Oprah.
Right.
So I'm going to steal it from Rain.
Yes.
Even though Rain stole it from Oprah. And that's 10 things I know for sure.
And you've told me about this prior. I don't know your list, and you asked me to do it. I've come up with like 3 things.
So before I
far.
jump into my 10 things that I know for sure, and Jacob will have to come up with his next episode or a couple episodes after, I'll keep buying it. I'm going to give the rating for this book.
Yes.
So the rating for The Bassoon King, a book that I've had for over 10 years, I've never read, I'd give it 4 beers out of 6 in a 6-pack. It was an easy, fun read, but I don't know much about his career besides The Rock and The Office.
Yeah.
But I will say reading it made me want to watch The Office again, which is like,
Also not a hard task.
and The Office is so great.
Yeah.
So now moving into 10 things I know for sure.
Yes.
Which is such a tough.
I've been really struggling
It's
with
a tough thing. When I was at work, I was coming up with this. So these are all personal to me because it's 10 things I know for sure. Okay.
Yes.
Just doing that. First thing. Hobbies are fun and easy to start, but the real joy is sticking with them.
That's fair. Because once hobbies become a collection, also, that's
Yes.
such a
It's
fun
like, dude,
thing.
I was a hobby of records for a long time, and now it's like
You're a collector.
I'm a collector.
And that's so fun.
And, like-
but even like I think of like you with like your puzzles, and you're like, oh yeah, I have like 10 different puzzles in this thing. Yeah.
Well, it's kind of like same with rubber ducks. I collect rubber ducks.
Sure.
Like it's like
That's not less of a hobby.
it wasn't
though.
really a hobby, but like,
Yeah.
but it's like, but also like, I think of sometimes hobbies of like shit you can do. Like, so for my first thing thinking about you is archery.
Sure.
Like, I'm like, oh, that's a hobby. But like, dude, if you were to stick with that,
I'm trying
it's
to-
fun to see like, I'm getting good at archery.
Yes.
It's fun to see the improvement or like editing for me. Like I loved editing.
Sure.
And now like
When you have new tricks.
I'm
to
starting
it.
to become good at editing.
Sure.
Because I've been going back and watching like old Game Off the Grid videos and I'm like, those edits suck.
Interesting.
Even though I thought I was an editor at that
Right.
time.
Yeah.
It's just by doing it consistently for 6 years, seeing the growth and improvement.
Yeah.
So I think it's a great thing to know for sure. Hobbies are fun and easy to start because a lot of people start hobbies. I want to get into knitting.
Yeah.
But what if you did knitting for 5 years?
And you'd be really good at it.
You'd be making fucking,
all sorts
people
of
would be
shit,
like,
yeah.
holy shit.
Yeah.
Number 2, social media causes more harm than good.
I would agree
This
overall.
is personal to me.
Yes.
But
I would agree overall.
for me, it causes depression, longing, loneliness, all this shit because I'm
Yeah.
looking at other people smiling.
Where
which
like
is-
it's a lack of connection.
it's a lack
even
of
though
connection.
It's created
but
for
obviously,
connection.
the perks of it are great. It's being able to see family photos, being able to talk to like old classmates, being able to keep in contact with all this shit. But I think causes more harm than good.
I agree.
You know, that's number 2 of things I know for sure. Number 3, these are all over the board because I thought of these in random order. Number 3 of things I know for sure. Seeing a movie in theaters is a magical experience.
Yeah, I'd say so.
It transports you into the world. The real world is on pause and nothing matters when you're in a theater. Unless, bad things happen. But
Right, yeah. But
you're off your phone. You're enjoying something.
you're cut off.
You
you're
have great
just there.
snacks. You have great drinks. And also seeing a big movie with an audience is so fun. You laugh harder. You cry harder.
You get more scared.
You get more because it's a group experience.
That's the only
dude.
time I really
You
get
are-
scared in
You
movies,
are fully
yeah.
immersed in it. I love watching movies at home, but like going to see like seeing Deadpool and Wolverine at the theater, that was fun.
Sure.
If I saw it at home for the first time, I'd be like, I did like it.
Yeah, it was funny.
But
I
like-
understand it was funny, but I didn't laugh.
But like, see, I saw it in a packed theater.
Yeah.
So like, I laughed at the jokes and like, dude, I left the movie being happy.
yeah, and like you walk out with a happy crowd.
Yeah.
Because what is the best movie you've seen in theaters?
First thing that came to my mind, I don't know if it's the best, but I remember they re-released, this was probably 5 or 6 years ago, around Christmas time, I saw Gremlins in
Sure,
theaters.
that would be
And
a fun
was,
one.
The
I've
theater,
seen Gremlins in
But
theaters.
the theater was kind of empty, but I was like, this is just fun.
Sure.
Like I was like, even though I knew the movie, I was like, this is a joy. Toy Story...
Three?
It would have been 3.
Toy Story 3. I saw that in theaters like they
Yeah.
do, and that's
I saw it in theaters twice.
where I actively cried.
Yeah,
I
that
was
movie
terrified.
was heavy.
I mean, especially if it's
we were the
first time you see
but
it.
we were the demographic because we grew up with Toy Story.
Because it came out in
and,
'95.
and then 3 was like we were
adults. We left the
Andy,
toys. Yeah. But like, do you remember the moment when you kind of thought the toys were all gonna die for a second?
Yeah, dude,
that's
that's so-
insane.
like we're just like Jesus
Yeah,
Christ. They're
because
all
also
gonna
I thought
burn.
they were gonna fucking do it.
I mean, I wouldn't be shocked if they would.
No, I almost wish they would have.
What's a movie you think of?
I mean, so as far as like re-releases go, 2001:
2001: Space Odyssey. Yeah,
but that is beyond
I
itself.
want to see that in theaters
But
so
like,
bad.
the most fun I've had in theaters, I think it was the 2018 Halloween film.
Ooh, the first one.
Yes.
First of 3.
I had a really fun people next to me where they didn't like talk through the movie, but they really reacted to it. And also, I went to a
it's
theater
a communal
that sold,
effort.
and
Yeah.
I went to a theater that sold like margaritas, and that was
Oh,
great.
so people were a little buzzed.
Or number 1, Paranormal Experience or Paranormal,
Paranormal
Activity.
Activity?
Yes,
holy sh! You
I
saw
saw
that
that-
in theaters?
opening night.
That was game changer. Oh, opening night?
I don't know if this is what they actually do, but I claim that my name is in the credits for requesting it to be released in my theater. There's a
Oh,
huge
because it
list
was
of,
only a select
that's what they said.
to get the hype up.
Yes, but in the credits, there's an insane long list of names, and it's all alphabetical, and it doesn't have any attachment to it. And my name's in there, but also I have a semi-common name, so that's what I claim. Is that
But
it's
it's
for
legit.
that?
Jacob White's legit in there.
Yeah, but that's an easy name.
I don't know. Is
Yeah,
it?
yeah,
Is it a Jacob White that has a podcast? Probably.
probably. There's at least 8 of those.
Speaking of Paranormal Activity, it made me think of in high school.
Yes.
And I think it's why it's my favorite horror movie of all
Conjuring.
time. I saw The Conjuring in theaters,
Yep.
and I saw it with my buddy Josh, or our buddy Josh. Dude,
In theaters is better.
in theaters, that was so. This also the sound design.
Yes,
it's
it's next
fully
level.
immersive. It is just, and I remember getting back in the car and doing the clap,
Yeah.
and thinking it was like
The coolest thing,
the
yeah.
coolest thing, but also kind of scary. Like, yeah. So seeing a movie in theaters is a magical experience. Number 4, things I know for sure.
Yes.
The best way to start your day is with a walk. It unclogs the gunk in your brain.
Sure.
It wakes you up and gets your body moving. You feel great and you're ready to take the day. Also, the first cup of coffee after a walk hits so much harder than a regular cup of coffee.
I can see
I
that.
say this and I know it to be true, but do I do it? No.
Sure.
But the days that I do though it, I
It'd
feel
make your life so much better.
I feel so like just a 30-minute walk.
Sure.
Listen to a podcast. That's so easy.
That's what some of these people are doing now.
I know. Things I know for sure. I need to start doing that. Number 5. Nobody has everything figured out.
That's fair.
We compare ourselves to others so often, especially on social media, going back to number
Yeah.
3. But everyone is just trying to get by.
I mean,
It may look like someone has the best job, the best wife, the best whatever, but like, dude, you could dive deep and be like, oh, that person has a gambling problem, or that person has a drinking problem. You know what I mean? Like, everybody's just like, or it's that person's behind on bills, or that person is like,
I just remember like my view of
A
adults.
lot of people forget that though.
But I remember my view of adults when I was a kid, and now I'm literally the
I
age
know.
of those adults. I'm like, oh shit, I got nothing.
Yeah,
going
imagine
on.
how like it's wild to be like, because I remember my mom's friends. I'm still hanging out with them because they're
Yeah.
my mom's friends. But when I was like a young kid and they were like 30,
Yeah,
I'm just like, what the fuck?
yeah.
And now
like
I'm
you're
30.
adults with everything figured
Yeah,
out.
so
but
they
like,
were just living in an apartment. I mean, my mom had a kid, so
Yeah.
not really. But her friends might have been living in an apartment, working.
just a job.
I literally think one of my mom's friends worked in retail till she was like 45.
Yeah.
And now she went to school for like dental shit.
Sure.
But it's like, that's insane because it's like, that's kind of what I'm 30 and I work in the industry, the
Yeah.
bar industry.
No, I mean, like you view adults just so differently.
You do because you as a
You
kid,
understand the
as a kid, you
struggle.
look up to them and you
Yeah.
go, oh, you got it figured out.
Yeah, I can't wait to be that. And now
And
with
then-
that, we're like, I have no fucking
Well,
clue.
and I'm 30, I'm still looking up to him being like, I can't wait to be that.
Yeah, sure.
Because I'm like, yeah, it's weird, dude. But a lot of people, especially with social media, you compare yourself to others. And you go, oh man, I wish I had that life, or I wish I had that.
Being 55 does sound fun.
Everything hurts, I think.
That's true. Yeah, everything is going to hurt a lot worse.
Number 6.
Yes.
Things I know for sure. Drink more water.
Yeah.
This has always been true for
Yeah,
me.
it's so
I
fucking rough.
barely drink enough water
It's so
as it
dumb.
is. Dude,
It's the best thing
it
too.
makes you feel better. It's good for you. There are some days I drink so much alcohol. Jacob's pouring more champagne. I'll take a little bit more since you're pouring. There are some days where I just go, like, I'll just have one glass of water a day. And it's because I wake up in the middle of the night dehydrated. And I think Jacob does the exact same thing. It's just like, dude, that sucks.
I love that feeling, though.
You're supposed to drink half your body weight in ounces.
Yeah, but what the fuck
100
does that
ounces
mean?
of water for me. And I drink probably on average 8 ounces a day. That's
Wait.
8 ounces, I think, is like a cup, isn't it?
You're
9
not
ounces,
supposed to-
maybe 12 ounces, but still, that's 1/10.
I don't think you're supposed to drink that much. Right?
I think healthily, you're supposed to drink half your body weight in ounces.
that is
Look it up right now, dude. That's what I've been told ever since I
because
was
also that half the body weight. There's no way. Like you go to like the 1,000-pound sisters, they're not supposed to be having half their body weight in water.
well, maybe if they did, they would.
I don't know. That's a lot of water.
No, I think like the common, safe, healthy practice is half your body weight in water.
How much water should I drink a day? 6 to 8 cups.
How many ounces is that?
I don't know. All right,
6 to 8 cups. Still, I only drink one a day.
oh, never mind. Men says 125 ounces. That just maybe seems like a bigger number than it is.
125 ounces? That's over half.
That says that's 3.7 liters. That seems like a lot too.
That's a lot of water. But in order to be hot, dude, people's piss should be clear.
Yeah.
When's the last time you had clear piss?
I get every now and then.
Because you haven't drank anything else.
Yes.
Well, because mostly you drink tea and water.
I do drink
But
a
you
lot
don't
of
drink
tea.
a lot of water.
No.
Just a lot of tea.
Yeah.
So it's clear. Drink more water. Number 7. Things I know for sure. Cars are money pits, but you need them.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Yes. When you get your first car, you don't realize how much money will have to go into it, and this never changes. Gas, oil, tires, mechanics, etc.
Yeah.
But you need one, especially because we live in Iowa, we live in the Midwest. You need a fucking car.
I mean, we're just not built to not have one.
Yeah, I know. It's like if I didn't have a car, I'd be like, fuck, dude.
I mean, you
And
could
what's so wild
ride
is
your
there's
bike.
there's a few people that I
months
know
out of
that
the year?
don't have cars.
I know
and
a
they
lot of
just
people.
Uber
Yeah.
everywhere, or drive a moped or do all kinds. And I'm just like, dude, I'm so busy.
Yeah.
I can't do that. Like
I
I'm
can't-
driving.
yeah,
I'm
I
driving
can't
out
have
of
a
town to go to
variable.
school. Driving here every Monday. Driving to West. Like it just
Yeah.
like,
You can't have variables like that.
Dude, when I got a DUI and
Yeah.
I was out of a car for fucking a long time,
Yeah.
that sucked. I couldn't do shit.
Yeah. No, because like I think I would buy a nice bike or something like that.
But even then, dude, some of the shit I do is
yeah, you have to travel out of town.
But when I got my DUI, I did try biking once
Yeah.
because I was living at my parents when it happened because that was the easiest because they could drive me places.
yeah.
So I tried biking from my parents to Wes's to do Game Off the Grid shit.
Yeah.
That is a 25-minute drive. And I tried biking it. You picked me up there.
Oh, did I?
So
I
I,
don't
was going to
remember
rock
this.
climb before going to Wes's, and I
Okay.
tried biking to rock climbing, and I got a flat tire. And you picked,
Right,
and you
I do
picked-
remember
and you
that.
picked me up in the Hy-Vee parking lot, took me to rock climbing, and then dropped me off at Wes's. So I
Yeah.
made it to Wes's, had a few beers at Wes's, and then and then it started to rain.
Yeah.
And he was like, "I can drive you home," and I was like, "No, I'll be fine." So I just dude, it took me like 3 hours. And I got home soaking wet.
Riding your flat bike.
He did
you
fill,
walk?
He did fill up the air. But dude, the seat hurt it's I was going on the trails. It sucked so.
On the trails.
Because I was like, dude, and I was like, God, I have so much further to go.
Yeah.
And I got back and like, my mom was just sitting at the table and she was like, hey, how are you doing? I was like,
bad.
I hate this. Why didn't you pick me up? Yeah. So yeah, cars are money pits, but you need them. Especially, I mean, if you live in New York, you don't need one, but
God, that'd be so
we live in
nice.
Midwest. Number 8, no matter how little or big success you have, there will always be haters. Just do you.
Fair. Sure.
Don't listen to the haters. They are just jealous. Because especially a lot of stuff that I do is I'm putting it out there.
Yeah.
Like it's the podcast, it's YouTube. It's
Which, like, in theory, like, does deserve... Like, I do think, like, this podcast deserves hate. And I'm fine with that.
I'm not talking about this in general, but it's like...
Other shit, yeah.
But also, like, dude, if you get a promotion at a job, someone will be like, oh, you didn't fucking deserve that.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? No matter how big or how small.
Any kind of success,
Any kind of success, people are going to fucking hate on you. Don't let it get to you.
Sure.
It's a lot harder said than done, especially on social media. But like, dude, we get hate so much time on Game of the Grid, and it's just like, fuck you.
Yeah.
We've been doing this for 6 years. Number 9, family doesn't necessarily have to be blood related.
Sure.
It's who you would bleed for.
Ooh.
Yeah. So
It's a
like,
real Vin Diesel quote.
yeah, I don't think he'd get that deep though. He just goes family. But it's like
We still don't know how to do his voice at all.
family. No,
Family.
we're like making him Italian or something.
Sometimes he seems Italian. I don't know.
I don't know either. But it's like, dude, going back to this though, is I would bleed for you, or like I'd take a bullet for you before I'd take like a lot of people in my family.
That's fair, yeah.
There are a lot of people that are like blood related.
Right.
So it's like that doesn't, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just because you're blood related to somebody doesn't mean you have to call them family. It doesn't mean that they're family.
Absolutely. But like, what kind of bullet?
Not a salt bullet.
No, those sting.
No, but like, dude, if like someone legit was pointing a gun at you and I had the opportunity to jump in front of it,
You think so?
I would do it for you. You know how many people in my family I wouldn't do that for?
That's yeah. Some people you'd push.
Well, I wouldn't go. Oh yeah.
Yeah. There's one you'd push in the way.
His name is Vin Diesel. No,
He drives a quarter mile at a time.
But yeah, I think it's all a matter of who you would bleed for rather than just because you're blood.
I like that.
And then number 10.
You're lucky people don't shoot at me often.
Yeah, good thing we live in the Midwest. They have cars so we can get away. Number 10 of things I know for sure.
Wait, also back to there's no way. Like every time I see those things of someone jumping in front of somebody for a bullet, like I feel like when they pull the trigger and then someone never. No.
Dude, I've seen Mythbusters.
Yeah. No,
A
you would
bullet
just hit
moves-
the ground and I'd be like, oh.
A bullet moves so fucking fast.
Like you would be.
I think recently I saw an episode where it was like something they were trying to test like would a bullet hit the ground, like if you were like 2 miles away, would a bullet hit the ground before it hit you or something, like because of gravity?
Well, no, there's a thing where like I remember learning.
If you drop a bullet.
Yeah.
If you drop a bullet, it will hit the ground before.
At the same time because gravity's the same.
Yeah, because gravity's the same.
But that one's true. I think.
yeah, that one was wild because they had to have like a 5-mile range.
Well, I remember someone taught me that, and so we did it with like Nerf guns, and it was the same. It was super interesting.
And you're like, wow, we're kind of the main Mythbusters.
Yeah, but like if you tried to jump in front of a bullet for me, I would just get shot, and you just hit the ground.
I was just looking at you and be like,
I tried.
I tried.
I'm sorry.
I wouldn't. I fucking hurt my shoulder, but you're dead.
Yeah,
So,
you sprain your wrist, and you're like, this really hurts, and
I
this is
wouldn't
for
have done
you.
this for most people. I did it for
You're
you.
special.
Number 10 of things I know for sure. Life only stays the same if you do.
I like that.
If you want your life to change, you must make the change yourself.
Yeah,
That's
real man in the mirror.
yeah. I mean, a lot of these I thought of while I was like trying to roll dough at work because I was like,
Sure.
10 things I know for sure. But then that one was kind of inspired by Atomic Habits.
Sure.
I mean, it's true though.
Yes.
Like, a lot of people are like,
that one's probably my favorite of them.
A lot of people are like, man, my life sucks. But guess what?
You could make it better.
I'm gonna keep doing the same thing.
Yeah.
And I'm guilty of being like, man, I'm depressed. I'm gonna sleep. Why do
Yeah.
I not feel better?
Yeah.
Oh, because I slept all day. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So it's like I am guilty of it, but if you want your life to change, you have to take action.
Sure. I mean, like Izzy and I even talked about that the other day where like I'm like, because we're all three of us are feeling off just in this in between time.
Well, it's in between time sucks.
It's so stupid. But like, she worked out and I worked out because I was just like if you work out and like you have a bad day and you work out and you still have a bad day, like at least you did something.
At least you got something done,
to improve your life.
There's a few times when I was looking at my push-up calendar where it was like, man, I was feeling like fucking shit, but I did 60 push-ups. That's better than 0.
You at least did something to improve you tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly. Like, something that I did today will affect my future.
Yes, and
Instead
in a
of doing
positive,
nothing, yeah.
like no matter what, doing like a workout does help you in the future.
And that quote kind of, or the number 10 kind of is like a sticky note that I got from Izzy.
Oh,
is how you spend your day is how you spend your life.
That thing fucks me up constantly.
Dude, I have that. I hate it. I have it on a sticky note on my mirror.
Yeah,
and it is because it's so easy to go day through day.
Yeah, well, because also like, and like her and I have talked about this too, where we fall in the trap of like, I worked today. I'm not gonna do anything when I get home. And then once you have a day off, you're like, well, it's my day off. I'm not gonna do anything.
I've been doing that lately because I've been in my parents, so that's also an excuse because it feels like I'm on vacation.
Yeah.
And then also like it is the mid between holidays, so everything just feels weird. So I've been like sleeping more than I normally do.
Yeah.
I haven't been doing push-ups the past week, which sucks. It's just like I've just been kind of I've been doing editing because I'm like, oh, this video comes out tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like I've literally finished the episode that came out today. Our year in review. I finished that yesterday.
Yep.
And then our year in review for Game Off the Grid I finished today that comes out tomorrow, which will be less than a week. Yeah.
Prior.
But it's like I'm finishing them like hours before they come out.
Sure.
Like literally our year in review for Moist Monday that came out.
Yeah.
That was like when I was at work and it was still uploading and I was like, oh, fucking please. Like I was worried it wasn't going to be ready on time.
Yeah.
And I think I fucked up on the streaming. I don't think it got published till like 1 a.m.
Oh no, an hour late.
Yeah, but dude, people listen to it at midnight.
That's true.
Yeah, so
they do.
It's just it's tough, dude. Life it's tough to when you work all day to try and find motivation to
do what you want,
but also
for you, it's just other jobs too.
I'm always editing, but editing is what I want to do.
That's true. Yeah. So hopefully with this,
even though it is like I hate it.
Yeah, I would pay you if I could.
No, it's not that. It's I'm what's so odd is I love editing. I'm good at it, but I don't like sitting at a desk.
Actively doing it.
I don't like sitting at a desk fucking editing.
But you love being like, hey, look what I did.
I'd love.
It's the same with like writing, where I love having written. I hate writing.
Yeah. It's because a lot of the stuff that I edit because it's weekly is the same generic editing.
Sure.
I love when it's like, oh, I get to have fun with this. Well, like when it come up with segment heads, that's
you can
fun.
Do anything weird with any of this.
I do get weird with it, but also I'm like, this is a podcast. I can't get too.
Sure, yeah, we're just talking.
Yeah, I can't get too weird with it. It's just us going and then zoom in, zoom out, full screen, widescreen, whatever.
Post.
Like, yeah, so it's tough, but that's a lot of things. Like if you're into anything, if you're into knitting, there's probably times where you're like, this is monotonous.
Cross stitch, yeah.
But then you look at the final product and you're like, this is fucking cool. I made this.
What a scarf.
I took that.
Yeah. What? No, your photos.
Yeah, my photos.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun. But those are 10 things I know for sure. Stay tuned for Jacob's 10 things he knows for sure.
I'll figure them out.
Eventually.
Yes.
I'm going to keep he was supposed to have them ready for this episode, but
I got 2 or 3.
I mean, this episode's going a little long anyways.
I have 2 ones that I really like.
You only liked one of mine?
No, I have a favorite of yours.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought all mine were pretty good.
I would say. Yeah, I can't remember I wouldn't want to take a walk at first thing in the morning.
I think for me personally, that's the best way to start the day.
Yeah. No, that makes sense.
Have you ever taken a walk in the morning though?
No.
See?
I don't really think I have.
I recommend just trying it.
It's getting cold out.
Well, yeah, but like, dude, you just feel especially when you wake up earlier than you want to.
Sure.
Like if, say you want to wake up at 8, wake up at 7:30 and go on a walk, and then you'll get home at 8, 8:05, 8:10, 8:15, and you come into the house a little bit.
It's a lot better than coming or getting out of bed.
Yeah, you come in the house a little bit sweaty. You come and then also your brain is like, let's go.
That's fair.
And then it's 8:15 in the morning and you're like, let's go. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And then that first cup of coffee, you're like, whoo, baby, let's fucking rock and roll.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. I need to start doing them. I miss them. I'm good at talking. I'm not good at doing.
That's fair.
That's what I've learned.
That's why we have a podcast.
Yes. To keep me accountable.
No, to keep you talking.
Oh.
Yeah.
I've had a few drinks.
Yeah. But give us any info you have on any of these things, how you did on the women's quiz. What are your 10 things you know?
Yeah, I would love to hear what 10 things you know. This is really,
They're hard.
It took me fucking 2 weeks to come
So
up
what
with
is the title? 10 things you know to be
10
true.
things you know to be true, or 10 things you know to be for sure.
Okay.
Oprah started this, and I think Oprah even released a book.
She released a lot of books.
But I think this was like a big trend in books, which I've never read Oprah's. I only know Rain's. But also Rain kind of mailed it in. His number 10 was I don't know anything.
Oh, I like that though.
But I was like, you wrote a whole book, and then you did a whole chapter based on this, and then you ended with number 10. I don't know anything that should be true.
He had that like plan from the start.
Yeah, it's kind of like when I did the 30 things that I wish I could, for my birthday. My number 30
and then
was
you not know any of this, so you could live the life you have.
Yeah. So I get it.
Yeah,
but
it's
also
kinda
I was like,
bullshit from the
I bought your
start.
book. I mean, it was a gift, but
but
You
they
kinda-
got your money.
you
You got their money.
You kind of caught me out on that one, Rain. But this has been the Moist Money Podcast. Thanks for listening. Happy 2025, everybody.
We'll see how it goes. I do not have high hopes as of now.
Yeah, but it's
Who fucking
It's
knows?
happening,
Yeah.
dude.
No matter what, we're in it.
We're doing it every Monday. We're going to keep talking. Make sure you follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and Threads, and also
Blue Sky?
and Parler. We have them just in case.
Because like Blue Sky is going to be the super liberal one in it, and is Parler the conservative one?
Yes.
No, or
Parler's the Trump one.
is it? Okay,
I think so.
Fun.
Yeah. So we
We might blow up on that one.
We're covering our bases. But
Yeah.
also, Blue Sky and Parler, you can't post clips.
Oh, okay.
They don't have a clip option yet.
We'll see how it goes.
But if they do, I got thousands in the bag, baby.
And we're still on
And-
TikTok if it exists.
Yes.
Moist
so
Monday
follow us.
Podcast.
Send us an email, moistmoneypodcast@gmail.com. Make sure you rate us 5 stars on all the podcast apps. Like and subscribe on YouTube. Share us to a friend. Share us to an enemy.
Be nice to Izzy. She'll say she'll send you gifts. We'll see if she does.
Because I'll text her and then she won't respond. And
She
I'm
won't
like,
remember.
Yeah, and then I'll be like, this is
You
in
said
the
this.
public
Yeah,
era.
you did this.
So Cindy, I'm just going to let you know, if she does, it might be a while, and that's an if.
But we'll push her. For
I'm going
it.
to push her because I'm going
She
to
got
clip it.
cocky on this podcast.
She got really cocky.
Yeah.
And she should know better.
Yeah.
This is the boys podcast. I can't wait for next week.
Yeah, for the moist boys knowledge.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I
gonna
don't
be.
even know what to come. It's
no
going to be
idea.
a lot of cum. Yeah. What's the ideal cum color? People that listen to the podcast know that.
It's green.
It's green.
Yeah, it's
Tony,
Nickelodeon green.
Yeah, it's Nickelodeon green. But she won't know that.
No.
That's going to be one of them. That's going to be number 3 in the 10. All right. Well, this has been a Moist Money Podcast.
All right. Happy 2025.
Cheers,
everybody.
buddy.
Let's make this a moist year. Love you, bud.
Love you too. Bye, everybody.
Cheers.
Dry bones, lazy bones, big bones, dance around in your bones.
Like that?
Yeah. That's kind of stung.
I saw where it hit at least that time.
you can see the that
It'll
kind
probably get
of
red,
it kind of stung a little
but it
bit.
wasn't that bad.
I mean, it hurt. It stung.
Yeah, that stings.
stings.
Yeah, that hurts.
Yeah, like I have a circle.
Yeah, like it still hurts.
Yeah, there's a little bit of blood.
Really?
Yeah, there's like a tiny. You see that
Oh,
tiny
sure,
red,
like a little scrape.
tiny red dot. I mean, salt's abrasive.